Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Harry Sparger Field. Beautiful night here on the 20th of June. We got a varsity contest, a rematch of sorts. They've already played once this year. Rams winning 11-3 in Glenwood. This is the comeback game here. It's T.J. Young alongside the coach, Jay Soderberg. Coach, good to have you here. We got a good night for some baseball here.
Yeah, perfect evening. Nice little breeze blowing in here tonight. So can't ask for a better night for summertime baseball.
So we got baseball going on in front of you as you're sitting on your lazy boy, your Barca lounger, your couch, just laying on the floor, whatever. We got that going on and going on behind us. We'll try to keep you updated as we go. There's a softball game going on back there. The JV boys did win. They won that game 4-2 behind a really good pitching performance by Brody Burdorf. Did a really good job.
Yeah, nice job there.
So got a good win there. On the bump tonight for Shenandoah, Cole Scammon pitched his first varsity action the last game we called, and a little bit dicey at the beginning, kind of getting settled in, but boy, he settled in and did a really good job.
Yeah, it was one of those performances, you could tell the first couple batters, it was like, oh, got to remember how to do this, and then settled in and did a really nice job for the Mustangs in his first appearance of the year.
So the lineup for Glenwood, first 1 through 9, Nolan Clark will lead off. Caden Anderson, that's a name to remember tonight, folks. We'll get into that a little bit later. J.D. Colpitz will be batting third. Trent Patton batting fourth. Risto Lapala's batting fifth. Evan Sorgel.
Yeah.
Apologies to everybody in Glenwood. Brylan Maxwell will be batting seventh, DHing for Corbin Peltzer, and batting eighth is Brody Taylor. You know what I always say, never trust a guy with two first names, but I'm sure he's a good guy. And then batting ninth is Nolan Allman, and he's pitching tonight for the Glenwood Rams. And Glenwood, let's see, I had my quick stats up here. I know we all talk about quick stats and bound and all that fun stuff. Glenwood comes in 9-8. But they put on an absolute whooping last night against Atlantic, beating them by a combined 41-0 in 2 games.
Yeah, no, it was impressive, the hitting. So hopefully they got all those hits out last night. So Mustangs have struggled a little bit scoring here in the last few games. So hopefully tonight the bats wake up and we have a good contest.
Got to keep it a low-scoring affair here, right? First pitch to Nolan Clark is down and in. That's ball number 1. I got to thank Coach. Nobody else at home would know this, but I got to thank him. I just misplaced as the 1-0 pitch is bunted foul, so it's 1-1. I misplaced my scorebook, so I texted him this afternoon, and the team player that he is, this is a brand new fresh scorebook.
It is a fresh one.
He's never going to use again.
No.
He's going to use it once, and he's going to throw it away.
Yeah, that's it. I bought one last year figuring maybe I needed one for this. Haven't used it since, so thankfully I could find it. It was still there at home.
1-1 from Scammon is in the dirt, so it's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike to Nolan Clark. And Clark on the year, for those of you at home, 426 batting average, 470 on base, 26 hits. Of those 26 hits, 24 singles, so not an extra base hit kind of guy, as he chops one to the shortstop Eli Cameron. Cameron steps, throws in time. Good play. Little 6-3 put out, and that's out number 1. Good play by Cameron.
A nice start there for the Mustangs. A little bit better than the last time we saw him. Cameron did a good job coming up, charging that one, making a good strong throw. Gets you out number 1.
And we've talked about it. This is the 5th game, I believe, we've done of the boys here, and like that one game that we did, it was kind of the outlier. They've played pretty good defense all year long, and that's a good start for the freshman Cameron. A lot of youth throughout the program. We got an 8th grader DHing, a couple freshmen on the left side of the infield. Just a lot of youth here as Max Anderson hits one right off of the cap of the bat, and that's a very big sigh of relief, as that's 1 pitch, 1 out to the future Nebraska Cornhusker.
Yeah, when you got a kid hitting over 600 at the plate, especially this part of the season, when you've played almost 20 games and you're still hitting 600, it's if you can get a 1-pitch ground ball to your second baseman, you will take that and run.
Yeah, 658. 768 on base in a 1263 slug. That's impressive, because slug takes into account your batting average to go along with extra base hits, and it just adds on to that. It's a mathematical
formula.
It's a mathematical formula that I don't know, but I mean, doubles you get extra, triples you get extra, homers you get extra, and he's got 7 big flies on the year so far this season through 17 games, as Scammon down in the count, 2 balls and no strikes to J.D. Colpitz. And we'll talk about him more later. We got probably another hour and 58 minutes left of talking. That 2-0 misses outside, so now 3-0 Colpitz in the driver's seat here, trying to get a 2-out base runner for Scammon, really trying to limit those walks, limit those free base runners for a team that popped in 41 just 24 hours ago. 3-1 in there for strike 1, so good job of coming back.
Yeah, and that's kind of what plagued the Mustangs last time we had them, was those early walks in the innings really came around to do a lot of damage against the Mustangs. So it'll be important here for Cole to keep and limit the base runners.
3-1 offering, that's down and away in the dirt, so that'll be the first base runner of the ball game as Colpitz draws the 1-out or the 2-out walk, and that's going to bring up Trent Patton, the third baseman for Glenwood. Patton on the year, he's again another guy that's just white hot, 391 with a 556 on base. A very good hitting lineup for Glenwood. And the first pitch to Patton is hit into center field. A little bit of a lazy line drive single, but we'll take it, and I'm sure it'll look like a hard line drive in the box score for Patton.
Yeah, maybe got in just a little bit on him there, but did a good job just kind of fighting that one off and putting it right into center field where nobody could get it, just out of the outreach of Cameron there. So now Scammon, a little spot of bother here. 2 on, 2 outs. Be big here in this first inning. See if he can get one more ground ball or fly ball and get out of this.
So now Risto Lapala steps in. Lapala, senior, 417 hitter on the year. So the length of the lineup for Glenwood is very apparent. A lot of guys hitting in that 400 plus or even right around it, and we're at number 5 for Lapala. We'll see what happens the rest of the way. I haven't really checked the bottom of the order here, but it's definitely a lineup that you can't be afraid to pitch to, but you can't be serving them up. No, you can't be just throwing batting practice fastballs at them, because they've shown throughout the lineup when you've got 2 or 3 kids maybe throughout the year hitting over 300, but these guys have multiple guys hitting over 400. So. And Cameron throwing to first, opting not to flip it to second, but it worked out just the same. So 3 ground outs gets Scammon out of the inning. No run, no hits, one hit, and no errors. 2 left. We'll go to the bottom half. Nothing here in Shenandoah.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
We're back here in Shenandoah. It is nothing. We are in the bottom of the first. Coach, we've got something about ready to show up on the screen here. Why don't you go over the Doug Meyer Chevrolet starting lineup, batting order for your Mustangs.
All right, leading off, playing second base is Jade Spangler. Then in the second spot, center fielder Camden Lorimer. In right field, batting third is Cole Graham. Dalton eighth and doing the catching. Batting fourth, Gage Heron playing first, batting fifth. Logan Twyman playing third, batting sixth. Eli Cameron, the shortstop, hitting seventh. Cole Scammon, the pitcher, hitting eighth. And DHing tonight is Joey O'Rourke for the left fielder, Seth Swickel.
Now, nobody saw that at home, but up at the top it did say Phillies batting order, because the last time we did a game it was a Phillies game. But the magic of technology, it now says Mustangs starting batting order there. So I feel like I dodged a bullet there. Nobody saw it. And I only brought it to your attention because I'm just the most honest car salesman you'll ever meet.
That is it. That's what they say about all car salesmen. Honest as the day is long, and these are the longest days of summer.
I've been doing it for over 10 years, and I can tell you that people will lie to me well more than I will ever lie to them.
No, that can't be true.
Oh, nothing wrong with my car. And then it shows up and it's got hail damage all over it. Oh, just put on brand new tires, and you can see the wires coming out. I'm not everybody, and it's most
sure.
Everybody's good.
It's just, probably the same people that lie to me that their kids did read their books last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. They read last night, 20 minutes.
Did they read what they were? Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, Jade Spangler steps up as we move on to baseball talk. Spangler leading off, good leadoff hitter. On base percentage and that 370 mark. So doing a good job again, and we've talked about that all year, getting on base. The batting average still a little slight in that 196, but if you can have about a 200-point difference between on base and your batting average, you're doing something right getting on base.
Yep, definitely. And they've done a nice job here. And I'm going to zoom in here and check out these uniforms if people at home haven't seen the new uniforms. So I'm going to zoom in there on Jade. Do like those.
It's a slight little homage to the old Astros unis. Remember those?
I do, yes. Not quite as colorful here with the yellows and oranges and all the
brown.
other.
Yeah, there's not like three color tones, but still, it's kind of that same horizontal stripes on the belly. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, so Coach Roberts and the boys did some fundraising for some new uniforms this year, so glad to see that they are rocking those here at home. At least we get to see them this year.
Now Camden Lormer steps in. Lormer on the years really turned the season around batting average-wise. We had documented it earlier, batting around 050, 060. Now he's all the way up to 216, about 375 on base. So jumped up about 150 points in the last couple of weeks. Healthy swing there.
Yeah, so comfortably above that Mendoza line.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. And from where he started to where he is now, if you wiped out his first 2-3 weeks, probably about a 300 hitter.
Yeah, no, he's done a really good job here these last few weeks, getting comfortable in the box again and being a good number 2 hitter.
And that 0-1 pitch missing way outside. And again, the pitcher tonight is Nolan Allman. He's got kind of a funky little delivery, a 3/4 arm slot. Looks like it's coming right at your head if you're a right-hander, but he's all arms and legs when he comes to the plate. That ball's fouled off. They were on the move, was Spangler, and a little bit of an off-speed pitch from Allman, and Lormer could not get it down, so it's 1-2.
Yeah, that was a good pitch to steal on as well, and even if Camden doesn't get a piece of that one, it's going to be a close play at second. Jade might be sneaking in there for a stolen base, but now Camden's got to protect down 1-2.
1-2 to Lormer, and he hits one past the third baseman, and that's going to be a clean single for Lormer. And traffic early in the bottom of the second inning. First and second, nobody out, and here comes Cole Graham looking to put a number on the board early for Shenandoah.
Yeah, be a fantastic spot here for the Mustangs to get an early lead, get an early run, kind of wipe that bad taste out of getting swept by Carroll last night. So it'll be good to see him get on the board here early.
Graham comes in, a 302 hitter, 455 on base, squaring to bunt. A little small ball. He did keep that bunt on, tried to kind of pull it back, and kind of got hamstrung and jelly-legged all at the same time.
That one I think got in on him just a little bit there, and all of a sudden it was a little more self-preservation on that one to keep himself there.
He was like, I should pull it back, and then he's like, it's too close. I'm just going to let it go, and then it went foul. No harm, no foul. We'll see if the bunt stays on. A little small ball approach here early. Tried to bunt with the number 2 hitter, and looks like they're trying to bunt again, and he does get it down. It deadens, so that's a fair ball, and the sacrifice is in order. The sacrifice on the menu. Really good job by Graham on a fielder's choice sacrifice. That'll be a 2-3 put out, and both runners advance. So really, really good job. Now Athan comes up with 2 stakes in scoring position.
Yeah, and I just zoomed in there on the dugout there. It's not one of those plays that you're going to be real excited about in the scorebook.
I am.
But I said it's one of those very important plays when you don't get a lot of run production, but the whole dugout coming out there to give him a high five, getting the job done, and now Athan puts one into the outfield.
Into left center field, and the play is made out there, and then the throw home is in time, but the tag is not applied, so really good slide by Spangler as he gets in, and a sac fly, the small ball approach, the sac bunt, and then the sac fly gets Shenandoah on the board early, 1-0.
Yeah, fantastic job there playing small ball, and that's exactly what you want. You get him over there, and then you get a fly ball by Athan on the first pitch. Not a real deep fly ball with the wind blowing in, but a really good job using speed by Spangler to scratch across run number 1.
So now Gage Heron steps in, trying to put a crooked number on the board here. Heron has some yard ball power. Wind is kind of blowing in from right field. If you're watching the game, the wind is blowing right at the camera.
Yep.
So right at where we are, the wind is blowing in. So
and thankfully there is a nice little breeze tonight.
If you're a lefty, it's going to be very difficult to take one out. If you're a righty, you better not hit it down the line. Heron hits it down the line, eats up the third baseman. That's going to be an error And that'll be another base runner for Shenandoah in the inning, an E5, and we'll take it. And that's Heron hitting the ball hard on the ground. Make them field it, right?
Yeah, did a nice job. And throughout the lineup, I mean, the first 5 hitters up here have done a really good job putting bat on the ball and not just looking at pitches. They've been aggressive early in at-bats, not waiting for a perfect pitch and just doing a good job hitting.
So Twyman comes in. He's been putting the bat on the ball, just hasn't had kind of any luck. It's been just kind of fool's luck this year for Twyman. Just a 152 hitter on the year, about a 280 on base, but it seems like every game we see him, he may strike out once, but he's always kind of putting it in play just right at guys. And that 1-0 misses inside, so 2-0 in the driver's seat. Now this is where you hunt.
Yeah, no, this is a good spot here for Logan. Just try to drive something and see if you can, get run number 2 or maybe run number 3. Get those guys moving on the base paths.
Heron at second, Heron at first, Lormer at second, and now it's a 3-0 count. And I'm guessing Coach Roberts is probably saying, let's just make him throw a strike.
Yep, no, definitely. In this part of the lineup here, you're going to make him throw you a strike because I said you got a chance to load up the bases here. 3-0 count.
Allman gets that 3-0 in, so he's back in the count, but you're still in that spot. I mentioned it earlier, that hunting, right? Like, where do you like the ball? And
yeah,
that's the only spot you're swinging at.
Yep, right out here. 3-1, you're loading up on one that you can try to drive somewhere.
3-1, and it's exactly what it was. Twyman gave it a healthy hack.
And yeah, he was not far off. That's the foul ball you like to see. It goes straight back. It's not just a weak one down the line somewhere. You're just a little bit below that one, but now you got 3-2, a little action pitch, 2 outs here.
And both runners will move. Maybe a little inside move. Nope. 3-1 is grounded up the middle to Anderson, and he boots it. That's going to be another run. Second error of the inning for Glenwood. And it's maybe a long bus ride. They had to sit around and wait a little bit, but regardless, or maybe they were just kind of in their feelings a little bit after the 41 spot they put on Atlantic last night. But it's a 2-0 start, and Shenandoah is definitely going to take the help.
Yeah, no, they'll take any extra help that they can get, take the extra outs, and they've capitalized on those extra outs tonight, and then now they have a nice 2-0 lead.
So now Cameron steps in. And Cameron, check swing. That's a tough play. Easy play, just kidding. Good play by Sorgel for out number 3. I'm butchering that name, Glenwood. I apologize. But 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 Ram errors. We go to the top of the second. Shenandoah up by 2. We're back here in Shenandoah. We had a little technical difficulty there. First one of the night, but it happened in between innings, so nobody knows anything except for me and now everybody at home. Scammon back to work here in the top of the second to the first baseman for the Rams. And I want you to lean over and ask Dale how to pronounce his name so I don't butcher it again. Sorgel. There you go. Sorgel hits a fly ball down the left field line, and that's going to be a foul ball. So a long strike. The wind pushed that foul.
It did. Yeah, it helped on that one, and Seth did a good job trying to track that one down, but just a little bit too far for him to get there, but just a long strike right there.
For Sorgel.
For Sorgel.
I'm not going to mess it up now.
No, we got him. Yeah, we got him now.
Got it. So 0-2 from Scammon. to Sorgel. And the hitter's generally going to tell you how he's trying to hit you. Sorgel was behind. Don't speed up his bat. 0-2 breaking ball in the dirt.
Yeah. Nice job by Cole getting ahead here on this batter. But, yeah, got to move up, down the zone. Can't just live just right in the center throwing strikes all night. You got to move that thing around.
So it's a 1-2 pitch. And Sorgel, he's a 300 hitter, and he goes down swinging. Was that a breaking ball, Coach?
That was another breaking ball there. That was a great pitch by Cole. Lower part of the zone, Sorgel kind of dove out that one, couldn't get it. So nice job there by Cole getting that first out in the second inning here.
So now Maxwell steps in as we get the strikeout and out number 1. And now Maxwell, he's a 192 hitter, so the lightest of the bunch to this point. But he's swinging first pitch, and that goes right off of the pinky toe there. And as he takes a hot minute to make sure he's all right. That's a really good umpire right there.
Yeah, no, give him a minute, go wipe off the plates. Sometimes you just see him kind of walk the ball out to the mound or have the catcher go talk out there.
One of those unwritten rules, if an umpire gets hit, the catcher will walk out.
Yep, kind of give him just
the catcher gets hit, the umpire steps out in front, dusts the plate or something like that with the batter as Maxwell swings and misses.
So you try to keep that good relationship as a catcher with your friendly umpire back there.
Absolutely. And that's, like I said, that's good umpiring right there.
Yeah.
Just taking care of your guys. So now it's an 0-2 count to Maxwell. Tardy on the last pitch. Tardy on the 0-2. Breaking ball. Little 58-footer.
Yeah, a little short on that one. Cole kind of went back to that same thing he did with Sorgel, kind of throw that breaking ball there, but not quite able to get that one into the zone and make it look hittable.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, another breaking ball. That was about a 59-footer.
So what do they say? 1 time genius, 2 times.
Twice is foolish.
3 times is genius.
3 times is genius.
Trying to get all I knew genius is in there somewhere.
So 2-2 pitch from Scammon. Another bender, and it was genius, but it got away from Athan. So it was absolute genius because he was sitting fastball, and there goes Uncle Charlie, and it gets
threw another one at him, and unfortunately, with the swing on that one, I think Dalton's vision got a little blocked, and that one scoots away, and so you get the strikeout, but unfortunately, you don't get the out. Runner on first now.
Now Brody Taylor steps in, and Taylor is 250 hitter on the year. He's started just 13 of the 17 games this year for the Rams, so hasn't been a full season starter. Takes first pitch strike right in there. I'd like to see Scammon. I think he's going to do it as the game's going on, but I'd like to see him mix up first pitch. He's going to have to with this lineup.
Yeah.
Mix up first pitch fastball, throw breaking balls on first pitch, just kind of get him off balance a little bit as that throw over to first is not in time, and Maxwell in there safely. I just think a team that hits the ball this well, you really just got to keep them off balance.
You can't live on the fastball with these guys. You got to make them see other things, and he's done a good job so far.
Yeah, and staying ahead for the most part because he's ahead here again. He got ahead to Sorgel, got ahead to Maxwell, and now he's ahead here to Taylor, 0-2. But now you're 0-2. You just had a pass ball. You got to trust your catcher.
Yep, that's where Dalton. You got to smother everything back there, knock it down.
Yeah, 0-2 fastball in there, strike 3. I love that pitch.
Good pitch.
I love that pitch. Because we've talked about it a lot. I hate. And it's not us, it's just in general. There's baseball at this level. You get to 2 strikes, and it's just automatic. I'm throwing a breaking ball.
Yep, no, that was a good spot there.
That was a great call, great execution, and it froze him.
Yep.
Peas at the knees and no yard balls, man. That's what they say. That's what I say. And Scammon misses slow and away.
That's a good spot to miss right there. If you're going to miss, slow and away is fine. If you could live out there and, just try to induce weak contact even to your second baseman all night. And they got Jade playing there tonight, so got a pretty good glove over there. But Cole, the first 3 batters of the inning, he was ahead 0-2 on all of them.
And now Allman steps in well behind a fastball to make it 1-1. Allman, number 9 hitter, 333, so the only hitter batting sub 200 is standing on first base via a strikeout and a drop third strike. But everybody else.
And that's the funny thing about baseball. You get the 600 hitter out, but the guy who does actually strike out gets on first base.
Everybody else 250 or better for the Glenwood Rams this year. And that pitch is in for strike number 2.
Yep,
so now you're 1-2 to the number 9 hitter. You don't want the lineup rolling over.
Nope. If you can get through this one here, you're up 1-2. And boy, oh boy, if you could throw that pitch one more time, I think that'd be a good spot.
Right at that Rams. 1-2. That ball's popped up to Spangler. He's underneath it, and he makes the play, never a doubt. So no runs, no hits, 1 error in the inning, and we go to the bottom of the second. Mustangs coming to bat, up 2-0.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing, and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
We're back here in Shenandoah. It is the bottom of the second. Really good start for Cole Scammon on the mound through 2 innings. 3 Ks so far, and just the 1 hit by Trent Patton, which didn't amount to anything. So really good job against a potent lineup here in the Glenwood Rams, and 2 in the top of the first. Now we're at the bottom of the order with Scammon and O'Rourke. See if we can get something going here in the second.
I don't think you could have dialed up a better start there for Scammon on the mound. You see the lineup through 1 time. You give up no runs, to a team that scored 41 runs last night. So maybe,
that's that's not a typo.
No, that is absolutely true.
Scammon, healthy swing. Waving to Coach Roberts there after the swing there. Or did you wave at him?
I did not.
Oh.
No.
That was healthy. It was a healthy hack. 0-1. What are you giggling up here? 0-1 to Scammon. That's a breaker.
I didn't know what I was doing. I was itching my eye.
It looked like you were waving at him.
Just scratching my eyeball over here.
Scammon.
Cottonwood blowing in on me.
There's a lot of cottonwood trees. Maybe not around where I live, but just they're thick this time of year.
They are.
1-1 to Scammon upstairs. Good eye, 2-1 as Scammon trying to help himself here, trying to get aboard a leadoff base runner of any kind. Walk, air, hit, however we take it, we'll take it.
Yep.
We're not going to be greedy. Let's just get on, right?
No, I always want the lower part of the order. Be productive up there, get good at bats.
And that ball's in for strike number 2 on the outside corner. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes to that guy on the bump for the Mustangs.
And it looks like that outside corner, that's going to be called a strike all night long. So it's a good place for both pitchers to sit right on there.
2-2 offering is way upstairs. Way to lay off that one.
Yep, just a bit upstairs on that one. Good eagle eyes, as they would say on that.
Breathing out of the wrong eyelid on that one.
Yeah, just watched that clip the other night. I had to. It made me laugh.
It's such a good one. Payoff pitch is pop foul. Good job by Scammon. It hits a light, but it didn't shatter.
No.
So we're all square, and Dale's not going to have to shimmy up the pole tomorrow morning to fix the light. So that's good news.
That was an impressive to get that one up there and hit the pole and right back into the field.
Bulb.
So I said, is that like a wonder boy on that one now? We're going to shatter lights.
Yeah, and there's a drive into shallow right or center field rather, and that's going to be a fly ball out to Nolan Clark. It's going to be an F8 in your scorebooks because we know you're scoring at home. But a good at-bat there by Scammon. Worked him full, fouled off a tough pitch, and hit some solid contact, just found a glove.
Yeah, no, nothing wrong with that. Not super hard hit, but center fielder, especially with the wind blowing in, you're not sure how that much is going to kill it, but did a nice play. Clark runs that one down.
So now O'Rourke steps in, the number 9 hitter batting for Zwickel. And easy swing, nice stop by Anderson, but the ball came out of his glove on the transfer. So O'Rourke will get a hit. That will be his 3rd hit of the season. Good for him, and aggressive. I like to see that. Be aggressive, just kind of hunt a fastball, and he got one.
He did. He probably not going to write that down as his most impressive swing of the season, but did a good job getting it into a perfect spot. Anderson with a great play to knock that one down. Just couldn't quite get the throw over there to first, but nice job by O'Rourke now getting a guy on for the top of the order.
So now Spangler back up. He walked and scored in the first. O'Rourke's got a healthy lead over there. Don't know if he has any intentions of going 90 feet, but definitely has a healthy lead. And there's a snap throw. I guess he was back in plenty of time. He could probably take another couple steps.
Yeah, no, he's got at least another step on that one. And
I guess I forgot he's like 6'2".
Yeah, he's
go ahead,
good,
man. Get
good-sized kid, yeah. That's what you want to see, though. Out of a young kid, not afraid, gets the first pitch, getting a good lead.
And first strike taken of the night for Spangler. He's seen 6 pitches, and that's the first strike. So I give him credit as a leadoff hitter. I've said this a bunch this year during our broadcasts. He's about as good of a leadoff hitter as far as the eye and the discipline. He's really good at the strike zone awareness. Checks his swing on a breaking ball, and he did not go. So 2-1, as I say it.
You tried to jinx him on that one.
As I say it, he shows us exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, holds back on that one. A little something there. He wanted to go after, but he did a really good job holding back on that one. Now up 2-1.
O'Rourke still at first, and that's a pop-up into shallow left field, and there is the left fielder for the out. That's out number 2. Good play there by J.D. Colpitz. That's his second put out in as many innings, as maybe just dropped the back shoulder a little bit there. And made it for an easy out. But now 2 outs with Camden Lormer hit a hard single his first time up.
Yeah, be a good time. Some of those fly balls, especially into the outfield, I said this time of the night for a left fielder, that can always be a little bit of an adventure with the sun kind of looking right in on you, but did a nice job out there in left field.
Lormer takes a first pitch breaking ball that stayed inside, tried to front door him with a curveball there. When I say front door, what I mean by that is trying to start out at the hip and then work its way over the plate for those at home.
Yeah, yep.
Front door, not a back door.
Not a back door.
And that is a foul ball. So a backdoor breaking ball would be like opposite-handed. So you start out of the zone and work its way in. That'd be a backdoor.
Yep.
Don't worry about it, folks. We're almost done.
We'll get that K zone up for the viewers at home. We'll get that instant replay so you can see the. Maybe next year we can add in the ump cam. We can just.
That ump cam's actually.
It is cool. There was one the other day. I mean, a kid's throwing 101 miles an hour, watching that come in, just a seed coming at you.
I would really, really like the Royals to draft him, but he's not going to make it that far. The Royals were terrible this year, not so much last year. As that ball misses way upstairs to 3-1 to Lormer, he's going to go in the top 3. Skeens, he'll go in the top 3.
Yeah, the kid from LSU.
And evidently my Royals just didn't quite suck enough last year. We got the 8th pick. This year, we're going to get the number 1 pick because we're terrible.
I don't know. The Oakland Athletics are also very, very bad.
And the 3-1, and that's not a
great look there.
Well, the only reason why I say that is just kind of one of those. You do that on a 3-1, it's just kind of baseball gods getting you.
Yeah,
right?
No, now you're going to have to protect that.
Widen the zone.
Yeah, the strike zone is now 6x6 up there, and that's not inches, it's feet.
So full count. O'Rourke on the move, on the pitch, and swing and a miss. And that will end the inning. So Allman does a good job of working out of a little bit of trouble, but no runs, no hit, or 1 hit, and no errors. We go to the top of the 3rd. We got a good one here, brewing in Shenandoah. Mustangs up by 2.
The strength of a house starts with its foundation, just like the strength of a community starts with its education to ensure its success for many generations to come. The Shenandoah Iowa Education Foundation strives to bring world-class education and opportunities to the youth of Shenandoah. Visit ShenandoahIowaEducationFoundation.org to become a part of the $100 Club, the Family Challenge, to donate to the Peter J. Weber Scholarship, or to make a general donation. The Shenandoah Iowa Education Foundation, partnering today for success tomorrow.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
We're back here in Shenandoah. Just had some golf talk in between innings. And speaking of golf talk, I am standing by community legend in the present, Coach Jay Soderberg, the Masters champion circa 2023. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
No green jacket today, but you got one.
No, it's a little warm for the green jacket, but it is at my house. Everybody did say, well, you have to bring that back. And I said, I got a year. We'll see.
It's like, you're not renting it.
Yeah, no, it's mine for the year.
First pitch to Nolan Clark in for strike one. Clark's second AB of the night. He grounded out to Cameron his first time up. But again, he's not just a golf coach, ladies and gentlemen. He's the local golf pro.
Yeah. I give lessons, so let me know. That might be a 40-footer there by scamming on that one, but did get the hop almost into the strike zone.
I think you can call that.
Yeah, I almost hopped into the strike zone. I
think it's where it crosses the plate.
Yeah,
right?
it should be. That one seemed like it almost got right across.
And chopper up the middle. Tough play. The range that Jay Dickerson has is fantastic. He's got remarkable range because that was behind second base, and he got the little tip-top of his glove on that thing.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have made the play, but he could have stopped it.
Yeah.
And he's got super good range.
Yeah, Jay did a really nice job hustling after that one to try to get a glove on it. Scammon was unable on the mound there to stay in front and knock it down, but Spangler did a good job hustling over there to try to knock it down, but sneaks in for a base hit.
So now here comes that moment where you get the leadoff hitter on, and then you get an all-state hitter coming up with a huge lead. And as Clark, he was a third of the way to second base.
Yeah, that was, we're talking 15, 20 feet on that lead. So
that was a healthy lead.
As the catcher, first baseman, you might throw over 2 or 3 times because I said I don't think he's standing there real long. And as I said, he hasn't moved.
And Scammon gets the first pitch in there for strike one to Anderson. Anderson right off of the cap of the bat. I feel like we're going to start calling it that.
Yeah, the cap. I like that, yeah.
Right off the cap of the bat. It was well out in front of a fastball. And now this time he did a little smarter there, measured the fastball that time, and then sees a breaking ball 0-1. They say, one of the things they say in baseball, and it sounds like there's such a simplistic thing, but baseball's kind of a simple game. It's hard to play, but it's simple in terms of the terminology. Like, good hitters are good hitters because they hit good pitches, right? Like he's not going to get himself out as Anderson swings and misses at another fastball. So, but on it, just under it.
Yeah, no, and he would say he is not getting cheated up there.
No.
He's not just getting base hits
but
this year.
But it's not wild.
No.
It's not a wild swing.
He's well in control of what he's doing. He just, when you talk about kids that are going to play at the next level, that's a swing that you're looking to see right there.
So 1-2 pitch, and nobody on the move. Breaking ball gets away from Ethan. If his glove was on the other hand, he probably would have stopped that one.
Yeah, those darn lefties will get you.
I kid. I like that kid and the family. They're good people. So it's just left-handed catchers. I love them.
Yeah.
My brother was a left-handed catcher. So
now, what's your opinion on the left-handed shortstop, though?
You better be special. You better be absolutely special.
To be the left-handed shortstop.
You've got to be an absolutely special kind of athlete with quick transfer. Ultra quick transfer and feet. Because it's just if the diamond was the other way around, it'd be a different story. That ball is hit softly to Cameron, goes to third, and that's actually a very heady play.
Yeah, great play.
Not great base running there by Clark. Didn't wait for the throw. Cameron did a good job of just spinning, throwing to Twyman. Twyman applies the tag. Fielder's choice, out number 1.
Yeah, nice job there by Cameron. He came up, runner took off, and kind of what you always want to say is you want to make sure the ball is behind you. That was hit in front of him, and kind of makes a boo-boo there and gets thrown out for it. But as the Mustangs, you'll take that. I said if you can get an out that way, and Anderson hasn't left the infield yet.
Well, we just talked about it during the break a couple innings ago. Why didn't he take the short out to second base?
Yeah.
And this time he makes a super smart play, taking the short out to third, and takes a guy out of scoring position.
Yeah,
so that's a really good job.
Nice job there by the Mustangs.
Colpitz steps in. He saw 4 pitches, his last plate appearance, rather. And he walked on 4 pitches. Anderson at first ball in the dirt. Good job by Ethan to block it straight down. 2-0 Shenandoah. It's 2-0 Glenwood right behind us. Both games in the third inning. Both games in the top of the third. Crazy.
It is. Just a little reversal on the board, but hopefully we can keep things going this way on the baseball diamond tonight. It's been a great start so far.
It's like 2 outs in the top of the third, and now 3 outs in the top of the third for the softball game. And Colpitz swings and misses at the 1-0 pitch, so now it's 1-1 to the left fielders. Made a couple of nice plays out there in left field for the Rams tonight.
Yeah, no, nice job there by Scammon, mixing it up. Colpitz not really on that one, seeing it well yet, so good job by Cole.
Scammon, that looked good, but they're going to say maybe just down, maybe inside.
Yep. Ethan did a nice job trying to hold that one there just to give the umpire a second look there. Wasn't able to get the call, but
you watch the College World Series, and I mean, they're obviously wonderful catchers and great athletes, but I just absolutely hate, they call it framing, and I get it, but I hate the pullbacks.
Yeah.
Like, if I was an umpire, and I'm not, I would just absolutely punish anybody that does that by never calling a strike. As that ball is hit to shortstop, double play opportunity out at second, throw to first, not in time. Good hustle by Colpitz, but a good play. Again, another fielder's choice, the defense showing up in the first third of this ball game for Shenandoah.
Yeah, that's the big thing to keep Shenandoah in ball games this year has been the defense, and unfortunately we had one night where it didn't, but tonight it's been really solid, and they've made the plays that they needed, eliminating lead runners, and another nice job there by Eli Cameron making good stop, good throw there to Spangler, just good hustle by Colpitz to get down the line to break up the double play.
I was just going back to that thought. I would really just like to see him hold it, like to frame it, hold it, right? Instead of catching it and bringing it back 8 inches and then getting rewarded for that.
Mm-hmm. The robot umps will see through that.
And I will say that the strike zone is a little tighter this year in college than it has been in the past. It used to call basically inside line of the batter's boxes on either side, but it's not really that way anymore. It's more close to a major league strike zone. So maybe you give a little bit there. As that ball's in the dirt, and Colpitz going, and the throw is there in time, and he's gone. Great play. That'll end the inning. The defense comes back again. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and now none left. We go to the bottom of the third. Mustangs feeling good right now, up 2-0.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
Yeah.
This is Kane with Gowing Plumbing. Gowing Plumbing is the name to remember for 24-hour service. That includes after hours and weekends, because that is when problems usually occur. We're located in Shenandoah, but we also serve the surrounding communities. That's the way it's been done for more than 70 years. And we work on boiler heat, so call fully licensed Gowing Plumbing any time of day or night. 246-1803 or after hours at 712-310-9248.
We're back here in Shenandoah. If you had 2-0 Shenandoah in your baseball bingo card, you would be correct going into the bottom of the third, because that's exactly where we are. And it is going to be 3-4-5 due up for Shenandoah, as Cole Graham will lead things off. Did a really good job his last plate appearance with sack bunt that led to the sack fly by Dalton Ethan. Kind of that hockey assist there.
Yeah, you won't really get as much recognition, but did a really good job and, was really responsible for those first runs. So, Cole, not your prototypical 3-hitter laying down bunts, but a really nice job helping the team out.
And Graham swinging at the first pitch. No sack bunts here. There's nobody on base. Graham's going to be swinging away. He's over 300 on the years. On base is over 450. So as a freshman, first-year starter at the varsity level in the Hawkeye 10, I'd say he's definitely hitting above his weight.
Yeah, no, he's done a good job here so far. He's still young into his career, and as we've said that kind of throughout the year, the Mustangs are young all the way around the board.
And that 0-1 misses down and away. And to my knowledge, and I can go look at quick stats, but to my knowledge, not a senior on the roster.
No.
It's varsity girls, or the girls and the boys.
Yeah, no, and it's kind of one of those things. You're going to have a youth movement. It's good to take your lumps maybe early, but as you get to this point of the season, now you've played enough varsity baseball, you should be ready to go.
So 2-1 the count as Graham laid off 2 breaking balls back-to-back by Allman. And now a little bit in the driver's seat here, up in the count, 2 balls and a strike. 2-1, sees a fastball, but it misses. So now Graham, 1 ball away from getting on a walk, and then he's also in a good hitter's count, Coach.
Yeah, now you're up 3-1 in the account. You lock in on 1 pitch, 1 spot here, try to drive something.
3-1 from Allman. That is up, but in the zone. That is the second time that's happened, but he did not flip his bat, so I would say the baseball gods have relaxed a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's one of those. It was a real delayed strike.
Delayed,
yeah. And, and everybody.
I'm not blaming the hitters.
No, everybody kind of held on to that one like, yeah.
So payoff pitch and nice off speed. That was a little slide piece there. That had some east to west break, and definitely not expecting that on a 3-2 pitch.
No, did a really good job there. And, if you have the confidence to throw that in a 3-2 count, or, nice job by the pitcher there making an off-speed look. And if you can throw it for a strike, you can really make guys look silly in that kind of count.
Well, evidently the baseball gods did care. As now Ethan steps in, and much like the man before him, Cole Graham, he has no official at-bat tonight as he had a sacrifice fly, so he is 0 for 0.
But does have an RBI.
With an RBI.
It's always nice to have that.
The 0-1, and that's a little bit of an off-speed pitch, and took a funny hop, and Coach Harold over there couldn't quite pick it up. Took a bad hop, spinning sideways. 0-2 now.
Yeah, we'll mark that down in the book though. Also a first.
Got off. A team error.
Yeah. That it's kind of like a team rebound in basketball.
Yep.
I didn't really believe in those, but one of those things. Also a first. Just got offered some chips by the boys down in the Glenwood dugout, so I appreciate that. Ooh, also an error.
Did they really ask us?
Yeah. Just wanted some queso chips down there. Yeah. Coach
didn't ask me for any.
Coach Berger also struggling to feel down there.
Thanks, guys. You're good. Nope, thanks, though. Queso, love them. No, we're good. Thanks. I appreciate it. You're a good man.
It's a first. Getting some chips. It's a little hard maybe to throw those up there, but I can sneak my hand out and try to snag some of those chips. Sound good.
I'll tell you what. It's the most hospitable visiting dugout that we've had.
It is. It's nice.
So the folks from Glenwood should be proud. I don't know who that gentleman is. Number 12. Number 12 in the program.
We'll get him on. We'll get a mention in there for him.
Shout out.
We got Ryan Turner on that one. Ryan Turner with the chip offering.
Nice.
Appreciate that.
Ryan Turner. Good job. I'm not going to give his stats, but
he gets his name in the broadcast.
Gets his name in the broadcast. It's better than getting your name in the paper anymore. This goes viral.
We're the digital. Yeah, we're the digital age here.
1-1 pitch to Heron as we're back to baseball. And another off-speed. He's really working that. It's not a 12-6 breaker, and it may not even be a slider, but it's very much like a slurve type of deal.
Something that's kind of cutting across the zone, and it's got some late break. I'm assuming with the swings that have come from it, it's going pretty straight for a long time and then just kind of slides off at the end.
That 1-2 pitch from Heron is a fastball up in the zone. It's popped up, and it's going to be out of play. So we're still 1-2. Did you get me in the shot?
I was trying to get all the way over there, but nope, stop short. Didn't get you.
Like the Costanza, the Frank Costanza. Is Frank the stop short? Stop short. Nothing?
George
Costanza. No,
yeah.
George's dad.
Oh, okay.
Is that ball? Because Kramer stopped short.
Okay.
And he got really mad.
See, now,
he got really upset.
You're going to get upset with me as well, but Seinfeld was one of those shows that was on when I was little, and my dad would watch it, but it was one of those shows that made no sense to a kid in their single-digit age range. That is a long, high fly ball here. Anderson calling that one.
And he'll make the play, and we'll probably talk more Seinfeld when we come back at some point. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the top of the fourth. Mustangs still on top, 2-0.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs, no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School athletics. Go Shen, member FDIC.
Every inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
We're back here in Shenandoah, top of the fourth, 4-5-6 due up. Scammon is in the middle of the second time through the order, done a very good job through the first 3 innings, scattered a couple of hits. It's been pretty clean defensively. The one error was a drop third strike that didn't affect anything really, and we're still nursing a 2-0 lead. Well, boy, we talked about a lot of things there that last half inning. We talked about Seinfeld. We talked about Mr. Turner down here offering us chips. I mean, it was just a whale of a quick half inning.
It was a good inning. That's how we keep the people engaged, interested, things like that. Keep everybody on their toes. You never know what you're going to get with us on a night-to-night basis.
No, you really don't. Probably not baseball.
Yeah.
Other things, though.
You can see the baseball game.
Yeah, the baseball game's on. We're just talking. So now Trent Patton steps in. He is 1-for-1 on the night. Singled back in the first. He takes first pitch strike. Patton, just an absolutely massive-looking kid.
The whole infield for Glenwood.
He looks 6'3", 6'4", 220-ish, but not like a chunky 220. As that ball is laced to second base, that's going to be a hit all day long because that thing had vapor trail.
Yeah, that one.
Behind it.
So I said, that was absolutely on a rope.
It was a missile.
And Spangler did a good job knocking it down because, that's one. It's hit hard enough that could get into the gap and be for 2, so did a nice job. Jade's upset with himself, wasn't able to make a play, but did a good job just getting there on that one.
Yeah, I guarantee you, as a competitor that Jade is, you ask him, he wishes he could have that one back, but, man, that's about all he could do on that one. And that's going to bring up the second baseman, Risto Lapala, member of the Hawkeye 10 All-Conference name team.
Oh, yeah, that's a good right there. I was telling Dale up here earlier.
All-name team.
That would be a name that would fit real well in northern Minnesota with the Scandinavian heritage, the Lapala.
And the 1-0 in for a strike, and the throw down to first, not in time. So we are 1-1. The guy on the scoreboard needs to get his poop in a group, and he did there. I almost said something else, but me. I was talking about me. Because I didn't have it on the.
All right.
Sorry, everybody at home. He's laughing as a slow roller double play ball's just booted around by Cameron. Just maybe got the body moving a little bit further, a little bit faster than the ball was getting there.
Yep, and that's unfortunate because that was one. Even if you get one out on there, you still have a runner on first. But now Glenwood's got runners on first and second, and hopefully Eli doesn't let that one dwell on him. Go get the next one.
Really good game so far.
So far, he's been really good there at shortstop. Just had that one kind of eat him up a little bit.
It's kind of one of those. Again, I always talk about this is what they say. This is what they say. Like So if a ball's rolling, they tell you need to charge it. If the ball is hopping, you need to lay back,
Okay.
right? Because you don't know where it's going to go. On like if it's a high chopper, right? You got to lay back on it. But if it's rolling,
Got to go get
you got to go.
that.
You got to go get it.
That's exactly what it did. I mean, it rolled right up the body on that one and just kind of spit out and unable to get an out there.
And again, that's something everybody at home's like, I don't know what this guy's talking about, or, oh, yeah, I've heard that before. But it's just kind of one of those things. That ball's a strike on the outside corner that in the moment you're not thinking that. You're just thinking I got a double play ball. But just repetition-wise, you see that high chopper, you better lay back, make sure you see where it's going to bounce. But if something's rolling, you got to go get it and play the ball instead of letting the ball play you. 0-2 pitch in the dirt, good stop by Ethan. So we're 1 ball and 2 strikes. And even with the error, I mean, Patton tattooed it. That was the hardest hit ball of the night.
Yep, by anybody
for either
there.
side.
Yeah, other side.
But Lapala, hit a 72 hopper to shortstop. It wasn't, he didn't hit it hard. It just unfortunate for Shenandoah as that ball misses down. So we're back to a 2-2 count. So Scammon in some trouble, but really, if things went well, you're double play and you got 2 outs and nobody on.
Yeah, yep. So hopefully here he can get one more ground ball hit at somebody, step on a base, get an out.
Just missing outside. So Sorgel.
He's come all the way back there. Down 0-2 now to 3-2. So definitely important here for Cole not to give another guy a walk here and load these things up with no outs.
Scammon takes the sign, comes set, and fires, and that's... Ew! Boy, that was close. But it was a ball.
It is. Now you'd say we're officially in a spot of bother. We've got bases loaded.
Like a true 70-year-old man.
Yeah, spot of bother here. We've got no outs, bases loaded, and Coach Roberts feeling the same thought here of we better go have a little conversation about this one. Not sure if he's going to make a move yet or not, but
and it's 7, 8, 9 coming up, and it was strikeout, pop-up the last time up. So maybe that's the situation where you're just kind of reminding them, hey, you owned this part of the order the last time. Just attack them. Or also probably telling the guys, okay, here's what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We're going to bring the infield halfway in. We're going to bring everybody in. I would assume this is a situation where you just bring the corners in and stay back and up the middle.
And try to, just get an out. Outs are gold here. Now, are you the type of coach that went out there with a joke to start off your conversation? Were you going just serious?
It depends.
It
depends.
Okay.
Sometimes it depended on the pitcher.
Okay.
So sometimes I'd go out and tell a story. Sometimes I'd go tell a joke. Sometimes I would talk situation.
Yeah.
But we'll find out if it was a good pitching visit. But that was always kind of the thing. It just depended on the pitcher.
Okay. And it was one of those things I had to develop as I went out there because most of the time I would treat them like a timeout in basketball. And so I would just start rolling through strategy. And, the kids' eyes at times would kind of glaze over. So I definitely got better at, trying to come out with an icebreaker, getting some sort of laugh, a smile out of the pitcher in that situation.
And Scammon gets back in the zone there after 5 straight balls, gets back in the zone. It's 1-1 to Braden Maxwell. Braden? Something.
I'll go with,
Braden? That ball is lined softly into left field. That's going to score 1 for sure. Zwickel gets it cleanly, so it saves the second run. But just the 3rd hit of the night gets Glenwood their first run of the night and their most efficient inning offensively so far here in the first 3+ innings.
Yeah, and one of those balls that's not absolutely crushed out there, so you can't get too mad, but nice piece of hitting there by Braden there to knock one into left field. Good job by Zwickel getting it back in, limit the damage.
And first pitch in for strike number 1 to Brody Taylor. Right fielder struck out looking his last time on a seed at the knees, a peas at the knees, right? And that ball's popped foul down the first base line. It's going to get out of play. It's going to hit off the gravel, and you'll never be able to use that ball again. It'll be a BP fastball.
That is, yeah. I'm not sure what the going price for a game ball is these days, but it always seemed to be there about $4 or $5 a piece, and I can only imagine the last 5 years they've gone up.
They tend to go as the eggs go.
Yeah, well,
of course, right? And a fastball in 0-2, back up the middle. Got one at 2, got one at first. So double play, a little atonement there. The run does score, so not an RBI. So let's keep that in mind.
Yep, not an RBI on the double play.
You do not get an RBI.
Yep, correct. But nice job there by the middle infield. Cameron to Spangler over to Heron, get 2 outs, and now it's a 2-2 game. But now there's 2 outs and only a runner left on third instead of the bases loaded. So,
I want to be clear: the run obviously still scored, but the RBI, so the run batted in, does not go to Taylor because there was a double play. So the run counts, it scores, it's still 2-2. I don't want people to think I'm crazy.
Nope, that's the ruling.
But
now,
yes, as far as the official stat keeping, as that first pitch right back to Scammon, and he's going to get out of the inning before things explode. But a couple of runs on a hit and an error, we go, and just one left. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning, and Shenandoah coming to bat in a tie score.
It's always been my dream to own a locker.
You like school that much, huh?
Actually, no, my own meat locker.
I'm processing.
So, what do you think?
Well, if that's your it, let's make it happen.
At this very moment, a board-certified surgeon specializing in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery is scrubbing up in a newly remodeled surgical center full of the latest technology to give a woman a chance to take back control over her body. It will take less than an hour. There will be minimal recovery time, and afterwards, she'll start to feel normal again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
We're back here in Shenandoah. Bottom of the fourth. Glenwood. Bats coming to life a little bit there. We helped them a little bit, but then atoned for it. And it's really nice that we're able to get that atonement immediately, right?
Yeah. And
so the next ball hit was right to him. Get the double play.
Yeah, and middle infielder is there, As they always say, the 6-4-3 equals 2 on that one, and that was big for Shenandoah to get out of that inning. Glenwood puts up 2. But that could have been one of those innings where you easily could have had 6 or 7.
Yep.
So nice job there to limit the damage. Now you're fresh again, 2-2, and you're still right in this baseball game.
And we've kind of talked about it in the broadcasts that we've done for this team to be successful at this version of this team to be successful, pitching and defense, right?
Yeah.
The hitting will come at times. At times it kind of goes away, but the pitching and the defense has to be constant. In the games that they have lost, one or the other has kind of faltered. But when they're in games, which they're in this game, pitching and defense has been there, and that's kind of the theme. I mean, that's maybe the theme for every team, but especially for a team that is struggling a little bit getting on base with hits.
Yeah.
You got to keep yourself in the game, throwing strikes, not walking anybody, and not giving free base runners on errors.
No, and Shenandoah this year is not a team that is probably going to go put up 15 runs when they just want to. You can see this Glenwood lineup doing that a little bit more often. But, like they said, pitching and defense is going to win a lot of games for these boys.
And that 2-1 pitch catches the outside corner, clips the zone. And I kind of got to give Allman some credit here, too. Shenandoah comes out. They don't hit the ball super hard, but they score 2 in the top or the bottom of the first. And he's put up zeros ever since. 2-2 and another 2-strike little sweep and curveball there. And I'll tell you what, that is a pitch in the 3/4 arm slot. That's about where the break's gonna be. That kind of 2 o'clock. If you're looking at a clock, that 2 o'clock all the way to like a 7 o'clock, and that's kind of what it is. And that's really a tough pitch to track tonight.
But thankfully, we do have the lights on tonight, so we will not get yelled at by the umpires.
And they got put on.
They were on early.
Yeah,
I'm not so sure about the softball. The softball field lights are on as well, so everybody is safe in the broadcast booth over there as well tonight. So
thanks to Mr. Weinrich for getting those on, and thanks for the umpires for not yelling at us.
Yeah.
Well, you had to bring that up. I was having a great time, and then you go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
You bring up some bad memories.
Oh yeah, I've been holding grudges for a week on that one.
Cameron, a little excuse me hack to Allman, and Allman fields it cleanly, and that's an easy out number 2 there, and just keep it. At least it looks like to me from up here, maybe not at home. It looks to me like getting his breaking ball, Allman's breaking ball over now, has really got Shenandoah's hitters in between.
Yep. Now he's got them guessing a little bit because he has shown that he can throw it at any count, any situation, and that's a big thing to have.
And there it was. I mean, first pitch, breaking ball missed, but now you've already planted that seed to Scammon.
And you see
I'm
a little.
Gonna throw it whenever I want.
Yeah, and I mean you see the little bit of a flinch out of Scammon there in the front knee. You call it the knee buckler, and you can see the knee move just a little bit as you're trying to time up the fastball, and all of a sudden it's not coming. It's a breaking ball, and a good velocity on that one by Allman there. Just to rear back and throw one in.
Kind of one of those you make that decision to swing, and you think you're on plane, and then it just disappears.
Yeah, and you're kind of left standing there like, what did I just see?
The 1-1 pitch, and there's your breaking ball again. Good job by Scammon to recognize that and lay off. 2 balls and a strike. I got to really give Allman credit, and really Scammon's done a really good job of coming in pitching too, and he's mixing some speeds too. But Allman's really got Shenandoah right now, kind of where he wants him. And he's gone every other to Scammon. It's been breaking ball, fastball, and it's 2-2. I got to feel like Scammon's probably thinking breaking ball. So I maybe go with some high cheddar.
Yeah. Here comes the fastball then.
I mean, he was right on that one. But it's just kind of what's the hitter thinking, right? And there's your high cheddar. That'll be out number 3, and the slow walk-off for Glenwood. We're moving right along. We go to the top of the 5th. We're all square, 2 apiece in Shenandoah.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Here in Shenandoah, 2-2 ball game, top of the 5th. Scammon still out there doing a real good job through the first 4 innings. He's given up just 1 earned run. Gave up 2 runs in the last half inning, but one of those runs was unearned, and was able to wiggle himself out of it. Really shot 2 ground ball double plays. We were able to convert one of those 2. They've done a really good job. He's scattered 3 hits. He's got three strikeouts in the first 4 innings against the lineup that's been pretty potent throughout the year, and now 3rd time through the order, Coach.
Yeah. No, and they kind of talked about, Coach Roberts mentioned it might be a bullpen game, but Scammon's done a really good job getting from 4 innings. We'll see what happens here in the 5th. Starts first batter off, though, a little bit high with ball 1.
So Clark got on with a single his last time up, and it was thrown out on a really heady play by Eli Cameron, a 6-5 putout, as that 1-0 pitch misses the low and away. So 2 balls and no strikes. Both games here tonight in Shenandoah are in the top of the 5th. 2-2 here, tie ball game, 2-0 still on the softball diamond behind us, and that 2-0 pitch just missing down and away. So Clark is in the driver's seat, 3 balls, no strikes.
Yep, and I don't know if Scammon's kind of coming to the end of his leash here, but not a great start. Now he's seen the order for the 3rd time. We'll see what the adjustment that Glenwood makes.
And just missing, so 4 straight, and now you've got Mr. Anderson stepping to the plate. That's off of a movie. I don't know what.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. I feel like it was like a principal talking to a student or something like that. I don't know. See what he said.
So he was at, what, 650 to start the game? So, I mean, he's pretty remedial, probably only hitting about 632 now on the year. So really struggling here, Mr. Anderson.
He's hit it twice, and he hasn't hit it hard yet. I hit one off the cap and then hit a fielder's choice, 6-4, nearly a double play.
Well, and unfortunately, the wind is now blowing straight down again.
Wind is blowing straight down. If you can zoom into the flag of the new armory, you'll see what we're talking about. We don't want to miss the action. We'll do it here after, in between batters. But it's a 1-1 count to Anderson. Scammon gets back in the zone. When we talk about the wind blowing straight down, it's very evident when you look at the flag. 1-1 pitch is well outside, 2 balls and a strike. And it's that in between, right? Where do you go? You're down on the count to Anderson. It's clearly a very good hitter, but you don't want to just keep adding people on. You gotta put something in the zone here, and that's not in the zone. So 3 balls and a strike.
And Heron was warming up in between innings. It'll be interesting to see how long Scammon's out here. As he walked the first batter, now down 3-1 here to Anderson. And maybe running a little bit out of gas here in the 5th.
3 balls, 1 strike, and he foul tipped it, I believe. That's what the umpire said.
The umpire's signal was a foul tip, but
fair enough.
But 3-2 count now, so yeah, definitely.
So full count offering. Clark is at first. You may see him on the move here with full count. He's not moving, and that's well outside. So back-to-back walks to lead off the inning, and that may spell the end. And maybe not the end, but we're going to get at least a visit here.
Yep, here comes Coach Harold out to have a conversation. Maybe just to break the ice. Going to maybe start with a joke. We'll see. But let me see if I can find the flag here now.
Yeah, so it's straight on top of the Armory building.
Well, there it is. It's hard to see, but as you can see, the flag is not blowing. It is straight down.
See? Wind is blowing straight down. It's going to be hard to hit homers when the wind's blowing straight down. Just for everybody at home. For everybody's edification. That's a word.
Edification.
Edification.
That sounds like a salesman word right there.
Nope.
Sounds like
a day toilet paper. I'm just kidding. I don't have that.
You know, it might be one of those things that's before cell phones was probably a great invention, but I'm going to say that
you don't need it now.
That's it. That company's gone broke now.
Maybe they do a pretty good job.
That's just
a gag gift.
Yeah, it would have to be in that category. I'm trying to think of any time where you would not have a cell phone, but maybe at a campground you could still find some spots to.
But I feel like for
in.
your edification is the same as for your information. As
all right.
the first pitch to J.D. Colpitz, who walked and hit into a fielder's choice his last time, so he's 0 for 1, and he's up in the count here, 1 ball, no strikes. It'll be tough to hit one with the wind blowing straight down, but 2 on and nobody out. Inside move, Clark gets back well in time. 1-0 coach. I'd say is that one of those moves to get the guy in the bullpen warmed up, but the guy in the bullpen is playing first base.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, he's not standing over there throwing balls to the dugout, trying to get warm up. Ooh, some fast feet there by the dugout. Got a little antsy on that one. I'm not sure who that was, kind of diving out of the way there, but.
Well, there was a fence there, and I think that was Mr. Burdorf skipping away. But there was a fence there.
Okay, all right.
He was fine. It was
maybe,
like the
maybe hit him in
straight back in a major league game.
Yeah, and
when everybody darts away.
Nobody in those seats are paying attention anyways.
Clark gets to third, and that's really good base running by Anderson on the back end that follow the leader, right?
Yep.
So the play's not going to be made behind him. You're going to make the lead run play, and Anderson just trots into second. So now 2 in scoring position and a 3-1 count to Mr. Colpitz. And he did go around, so maybe a little gift right there. You just got to take advantage of it here. Now we're full.
Yep, that was a good job getting a pitch in there close enough to get a swing at, get a little helper even if you're scamming. Now you got a 3-2 count. Really important pitch here. Try to get it out.
So payoff pitch coming to Colpitz is swung and a worm burner. Cameron's got time. Great hustle by Colpitz. Infield single. And that was one of those ones, kind of like I was talking about earlier, the roller you got to go get. And he was charging, but that thing just died. It was a worm burner.
Yeah, no, that one barely got out of the grass, but that one's moving so slowly. You got to come up charging as hard as you can, try to get that early and make a good strong throw. So Scammon gets the weak contact, but now Glenwood takes the lead 3-2 and have runners on first and third. Still nobody out. Heart of the order coming up.
So that's just the fourth hit of the night for Glenwood, and just the second earned run that Scammon has allowed. But now you got to figure third and first or first and third. You're probably going to have Colpitts on the move here pretty soon. Big, healthy swing by Patton, who hit a ball his last time up that if we were doing exit velocity like they do in the big boy channels, might have hit triple digits.
Yeah,
that was stung that ball.
That was absolutely ripped into the outfield.
And that ball squirts away, and that's going to be a free run as Anderson gets home, dodges the ball, and runner moves to second as well. So 4-2. And now runner at second is Patton, and maybe not starting to get away from us a little bit, but maybe just starting to feel that Scammon's maybe losing a little bit of that stamina, getting a little tired out there.
No, unfortunately, yeah, it's kind of gone sideways here on the Mustangs in the fifth. Still no outs, runner on second and already two in, so I would say this is about the end of the night for Cole on the mound.
That ball does get in there, so what do we know? See, as he pounds the zone, he's listening.
Oh, good. Yeah, I said it's, you got to keep bringing strikes. You got to have the defense help you out.
And he's not throwing slow or super crazy wild. He's just
missing enough that
enough,
you're putting runners on base without having to earn it.
So now 1-2. And that ball hits the umpire. I thought it was going to save 90 feet, but it actually went over Athan's shoulder. That's how he spiked that curveball, and it landed just beyond the lip of the grass, hit the dirt, and went over Athan's shoulder and hit the umpire right in his chest protector.
Yeah, so if hopefully one of these days Rusty Lord would forecast some rain in for us, we might not get that bounce, but maybe we got to go back and call on Jim Flowers to help us out here.
I will say this. Softballs don't do that.
No.
Softballs do not do that. When they hit the ground, them things
Is that because
stay.
You're throwing overhand versus underhand?
No, I mean just even a batted ball. They rarely take that big
different material on the inside?
And that's another walk, and I would assume that's going to be the end of the night and going to be the slow walk to the mound, and we're going to have some substitutions. So we'll step aside, we'll pay some bills, and Scammon's night as a pitcher is in the books. We'll get the changes when we come back after we pay some bills. Mustangs down 4-2 here in the top of the fifth.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing, and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
The strength of a house starts with its foundation, just like the strength of a community starts with its education to ensure its success for many generations to come. The Shenandoah, Iowa Education Foundation strives to bring world-class education and opportunities to the youth of Shenandoah. Visit ShenandoahIowaEducationFoundation.org to become a part of the $100 Club, the Family Challenge, to donate to the Peter J. Weber Scholarship, or to make a general donation. The Shenandoah, Iowa Education Foundation, partnering today for success tomorrow.
Good. We're back.
All right, we got changes around the field. Zane McManus now into right field. That means Cole Graham's replacing Cole Scammon, who's now out. But then Cole Graham moves to first base. First baseman Gage Heron moves to the mound, and everybody else stays put. Twyman's still at third, Cameron at short, Spangler at second, Camden Lorimer in center, Seth Zwickel in left, and wearing the tools of ignorance, the lefty, Dalton Nathan.
The crafty lefty. So now we are back with Heron with runners at first and third.
Still no outs.
And the all-conference, the all-name team, Risto Lapala, takes a first pitch upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes, who reached on an error. That was kind of the beginning of that little 2-run rally in the last inning for the Rams. So 1-0 count to Lapala. That ball's outside, 2-0. So the first 4 innings for Shenandoah went probably as well as you could have asked for, pitching and defense-wise. This 5th inning, it's kind of unwound a little bit.
Yep. Unfortunately, a lot of walks.
And that ball is just kind of an in-betweener, a little lazy line drive, but that's going to be a single and an RBI for Lapala. That's going to put runners at first and second. 5th hit of the night for Glenwood, and starting to stretch it a little bit, Coach.
Yep, and, I think Glenwood will look back at the start and probably walked in a little bit too confident, a little bit cocky coming off their 41 runs last night at Atlantic.
And rightfully so.
Yeah, and it just kind of walked through those first couple innings, but now they've put 5 on in the last 2 innings here and are still up first and second, nobody out.
So Heron now pitching to Evan Sorgel. Sorgel is 0 for 1. Walked his last time up, struck out his first time up, and fouls it straight back. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, good healthy cut on that one, but Heron did a nice job challenging there, and that's what he's got to do here in these next couple innings. Just fill up the zone with strikes, let your fielders work out there.
One pitch from Heron outside and high. So now 2-1 to Sorgel, the first baseman for the Rams. Another big kid, just a big-bodied kid.
Yeah, no, the infield, I mean, it looks like a college infield. All of them over 6 feet tall.
And not like 6'1.5".
Like
6'1",
6'2", 6'3", 6'4". I mean, this would be a good starting lineup for basketball as well.
I think they're pretty decent at that sport, too.
Yeah, no. Been there, coached against that.
Water's a little different up there in Mills County.
Yeah, it is.
2-2 count is chopped to shortstop. Cameron throws to second for 1, and that ball is airmailed, and it's out of play, so everybody's going to get a base. So Patton will score, and it's going to be Sorgel on a fielder's choice in advancing to second on an error.
Yeah, that's one. Jade's standing there now feeling it, but you just have to put that one in the back pocket, eat it, as they call, kill it, whatever you need to do. Was not going to get the runner at first, and unfortunately the throw kind of takes a 1-hop and then ricochets off the fence over the dugout, so everybody moves again, and now we've got a 6-2 ball game here in the 5th. But we do finally get that first out of the inning.
Maxwell.
So as I mentioned, it was a fielder's choice 6-4 put out as Maxwell swings and misses behind first pitch fastball from Heron. Is a 6-4 put out, and then there was an E6 to advance a runner and then allow a runner to score. So that will close the book on Cole Scammon. He ended up giving up 6 runs in 4+ innings, and of those 6, just 4 were earned by my count. So a pretty good pretty good start. I mean,
Yeah.
about what you can ask for against a team that dropped 41.
4 really good innings, and kind of ran out of gas here in the fifth.
Yep. So now it's all Gage Heron as he gives a chopper right back to him, and a nice play as Cole Graham says, I was playing right field like 10 minutes ago. I'll just go ahead and go to first and just make a play.
Yeah, that's a nice one, even for the pitcher and the first baseman. You don't have to really make a real long stretch. You kind of get an easy one, work yourself in there. But nice job by the best athletes on the field right there, fielding his own position, getting the out, 2 outs in the inning.
So now Brody Taylor steps in. He's 0 for 2, struck out looking in the second, and there was a 4-3 ground out his last time up, and that one is in for strike number 1. So Heron, a little up in the zone when he started, but he settled in after that ground ball near double play. He's kind of settled in. He's found the zone here.
Yeah, and a good job finding the zone, and that's really had to do here this inning. And a good off-speed there pitch, kind of getting a lunge at that one, and now he's in the driver's seat up to 0-2.
So now you got that either go further out, bounce it, or elevate, right?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, with the runner on third, and just challenged it, elevated it. Great pitch.
I feel like I called that.
Did.
We're gonna end the inning right there, but 4 for the Rams as they take the lead, but the Mustangs are still within slam range. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Mustangs coming to bat down by 4.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
We're back here in Shenandoah, bottom of the 5th, a game that has seen 6 consecutive 6 unanswered runs for the Rams in the last 2 innings, 4 of which were earned. Only just a couple of hard-hit balls, though. It's been walks and then a couple untimely errors and just kind of seeing-eyed singles, just kind of doing the Mustangs in right now.
Yeah, kind of, like you start with the pitcher. I said you can't field walks, and so it kind of gets you there. And nice job by Joey taking one the other way into right field and serves it out there for a base hit.
So O'Rourke, this is efficiency, and this is the kind of efficiency that you want out of your number 9 hitter. He's seen 2 pitches.
And he's hit it
He's
twice.
got 2 singles.
And he's hit it twice. 2 pitches.
I love it.
Yeah, not wasting any time. He's trying to get the game caught up to the girls' game over there.
Why wait? Why just you hunt a fastball?
Oh, yeah,
especially at the bottom of the order.
Yeah, and I said usually as the 9 hitter, that's what you're going to see a lot of.
So O'Rourke he's still got the healthy lead, but he did sneak in there. Mr. Sweeney, the Shenandoah's own, Mr. Sweeney.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't say that too loud. People in Glenwood might get
upset.
He doesn't live here anymore. He lives in Atlantic, I believe. First pitch to Jade Spengler, missing outside, but Mr. Sweeney right on that one there as Rourke was safe. So it's a 1-0 count to Mr. Spengler, who is 0 for 1, walked and scored in the first, and then flew out to left field his last time up.
Yeah. O'Rourke's got his uniform officially dirty now. We'll have to do laundry here after the game, but Allman was making sure that he was going to have a dirty uniform as well.
We can just run it through the car wash.
I'd be interested. Yeah.
Tie it
to the top there,
flip it down somehow,
yep.
or throw it in the bed of Dad's truck.
Yeah, exactly.
Just run it through.
I like it.
I think that's a great idea.
Take the power washer in there and really get those stains out.
1-1 to Spengler. That's a 58-foot breaking ball. And that misses down. Spengler's never going to be a kid. I hope he does it now just to prove me wrong. But he's never going to be a kid that's going to be a one-pitch.
No, it is never.
He's always going to see pitches. always going to see pitches.
Yeah, showing great patience up there, and that's what you want out of a leadoff hitter. You know, some of your leadoff hitters in baseball, professional baseball nowadays, it's not so much. You got kind of your big hitters up there trying to hit bombs early in the game, but in the high school game, it's good to have a guy who's patient.
And that 3-1 is fouled off. So in 3 plate appearances for Spangler tonight, he's seen 13 pitches. This will be pitch number 14 that he has seen tonight. Compare that in a different type of situation, but compare that with the guy on first base right now. 2 at-bats.
And 2 pitches.
2 pitches seen. Both effective. So if the full count offering is chopped foul. Heads up over there. That almost, within a foot of hitting our first base coach.
Yeah,
softball.
Yeah, Coach Flowers almost got one there, and I said that's the hard thing of having these fields so close together. You have no idea where it's coming from at that point. You just got to duck your head and hope it doesn't get you, but that one's close.
Another payoff pitch misses upstairs, so the 15th pitch he has seen tonight, and he works his second walk on the season. Just for reference, because I've mentioned this every time it seems like we see him. That is now his 16th walk in now his 19th game, so he's averaging nearly 1 walk a game, and that's not that people aren't throwing him strikes. He's just a patient hitter.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see
Understands
here.
the zone.
If Lorimer's bunting here and squared around, doesn't have to anymore. Ball gets to the backstop, and runners move over to second and third. Now no outs. Now Lorimer can maybe pop one into the outfield and score 2 here and get this game right back to where it was earlier.
I don't think down by 4 with 9 outs to go, I don't think you're giving up an out for moving runners. I wouldn't.
But he squared around on that.
Now.
Yeah, doesn't have to. Mute point now, but I said, did a nice job. Now they're, Glenwood's brought the corner in, try to eliminate the run. Corner's
and
in.
Just a beautiful bender. 1-0 after you just dirted one. You come right back with a bender, which that wasn't in the front of the brain of the hitter there.
No, Almond's done a really good job mixing up and just throwing, like you said, that breaking pitch in any count.
And follows up 2 breakers in a row with a firm fastball that Warmer was behind. So now 2-strike approach here. First base open. That may not matter to the viewer at home, but now you get a drop third strike situation. There could be a play at first base here. 1-2. There's your breaking ball. And that ball is drilled into the left center field gap. Nobody going to get there. That's going to score 1 for sure. Spangler on his way around third. He will score with a play at the plate. Is not in time. So 2-run score on a clutch 2-run double for Camden Lorimer. Folks, we got a ball game here in Shenandoah.
Yeah, great piece of hitting. That's exactly what we wanted out of Camden. Took a pitch and ripped one into the outfield, and now we've got a 6-4 ball game. But a great piece of hitting there by Camden, and kind of beneficial. Doesn't have to take the bunt, and that's kind of why you want the top of the order swinging, because when you can do that, and nice throw in there by Glenwood to make it a play at home. Anderson with a good throw to home, but Spangler with great speed to slide in there. Now we got a 6-4 ball game.
And then a good slide. Spangler's done that twice. Seeing where the catcher is positioned. First time he slid on the back side of the plate. This time he slid to the front side of the plate, making the catcher have to go a little ways to make that tag. As now Graham up in the count 1-0. Just a smart baseball, situational baseball player.
Yep.
Spangler's he's that type of a kid.
Yep. Nope. Did a great job there, and now Graham's up 1-0 in the count here.
Graham takes inside again. So Allman, who like Scammon, pitched wonderfully through the first 4 innings and was still pitching well here this inning, but a single on a first pitch, then a walk, and then a bloop and a blast type of deal, right?
Yeah.
And the throw to first is not in time, and it was in time, but it was missed by the
dropped,
first baseman. Yes. So a decent throw, but just missed by the first baseman over there, and that was Sorgel, right? Yeah. It was Evan Sorgel. So that's going to be an error, an E3, 3rd error of the night, and now tying runs on the base pass.
Yeah, the spot of bother has now transferred itself the other way.
Spot of bother.
It's twice in one night I get to work that in, and now we've got a conversation coming to the mound as the Glenwood coach misses the puddle that is developed out there. Nice smooth walk
good
there.
Navigation.
To skip across that thing, not lose a shoe in there. So
just again, so you folks at home can see what we see.
We're going to call to the city on that one. And
just right down there. It rained. It rained today, just right there. Right there. But we're good. Crisis averted. Nobody's stepped in it tonight. We're good. I'd hate for them to call the game on the account of moisture.
Of moisture, yeah. Hasn't rained in a month, but we've got one puddle on the field.
Well, at least it's not on the playing surface.
No,
Right?
no, just
it's not like sitting like behind the pitcher's mound or something in just a weird spot.
No, and unfortunately, if we can go down and get a couple cups and just spread that to the rest of the infield, it could really use some water, the rest of the field, kid.
So we're sitting in a pretty good spot, but we do have a pitching change. Nobody out, runners at first and second, and we're going to step aside, pay a little bit of bills. We'll be back here in about 30 seconds.
This is Kane with Gowing Plumbing. Gowing Plumbing is the name to remember for 24-hour service. That includes after hours and weekends, because that is when problems usually occur. We're located in Shenandoah, but we also serve the surrounding communities. That's the way it's been done for more than 70 years. And we work on boiler heat, so call fully licensed Gowing Plumbing any time of day or night, 246-1803, or after hours at 712-310-9248.
We are back here in Shenandoah, and the new pitcher on the mound is the left fielder, J.D. Colpitz. It's going to be just a straight 1-7 switch, so position one being the pitcher, so Allman will move out to left field. Colpitz will move from left field to the mound. And, Coach, the spot of bother, as you call it, is squarely on the broad shoulders of Mr. Colpitz there, with nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth.
Yeah, so, no, it's nice job by Shenandoah putting some balls in play, getting some runners on base, and they've done a really good job here in this inning, forcing the pitching change. And now you kind of get to the heart of the order, and we're hoping here that Ethan can, use that lefty magic, find a spot out there, and continue to put the crooked number up, see if we can get this game tied.
So Dalton Ethan will be the first batter. Nobody out, so now this might be a situation, Coach, where down by 4, I wouldn't have wanted to give an out away. I wouldn't have. But now, only down by 2, I'm perfectly content giving an out away. See what Ethan does? He does square it. He does get it down, but it is foul near the water hazard.
Yeah, no.
Did you play any water hazards today?
Did I? I did not.
Was it today that this whole thing was going on?
Oh, no, Saturday. Saturday night was the...
Any water hazards out there that you had to steer around?
There are multiple,
well,
but
hole 2, the right before your tee box, right after the tee box.
Yeah, no, hit one over there. Well, 1's got a ditch, 2's got a pond, 6 nothing. No, 7's got some waterage, 8's got a ditch, but navigated my way around all of the ditches, ponds, water, sand.
And that 1-1 pitch misses up and away. So now Ethan up in the count here, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, so nice job there by Dalton laying off that one. Looks like they still got a bunt on. Corners are in for Glenwood, looking to charge on if there is a play here.
Ethan gets it down but fouls. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes. I like the idea, just the bat head's not getting out in front of the body.
No, and he's still kind of got that thing angled back. You got to get that thing squared up to get that drop down. Graham did a nice job earlier doing that.
I've seen the way that Coach Roberts coaches these kids how to bunt, and it was not that way.
No, okay.
He definitely gets very animated about getting your face behind the bat type of a deal. As that ball is hit very hard to second, and that throw gets away. That's going to be a run as Lorimer will score, and it will be first and second. And it's now 6-5 as another error for Glenwood. Shenandoah reaps the rewards. There is a ball out there, and Coach Roberts sees it too. As you can see, Coach Roberts hustling way down there.
Good hustle
There's
there.
A stray ball over here. That could have been disastrous.
Yeah, no. I don't know if they're trying to throw in the hidden ball trick there. Sneaky to leave one. And he throws that one into the Little League field over there to the left side.
That's going to go down as an E4 and an RBI. Now Gage Heron comes in 0 for 2, reached on an error back in the first inning, and then popped up to the shortstop to end the third. But still nobody out. You got to kind of feel like the sack bunt's going to just continue to be on until we get ourselves out of this situation.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's any reason to take it off here. So,
just kidding.
Nope.
What do we know? That's why we're up here.
That's what I said. Gage said, I don't want anything to do with that sack bunt. I'm going to swing away. And
well, he does have. He's got some pop.
He does. He does have a home run on the air.
And that's not to take anything away from the kids that he has bunting. That bunting is a skill.
It is.
It's definitely a skill, and it has been used tonight.
A lost art, I will say. It's like the mid-range jump shot. Kind of lost art.
And Heron does square around. He fouled it off. Had he not touched that ball, you do your job without having to do your job.
Yeah, that's the one where you as the coach, you wish you would have whiffed on it. You don't ever really wish to whiff on a bunt attempt, but that one is a hard one. It's low anyways. The catcher's going to have a hard time getting to that one, but unfortunately,
Heron
he
just
kind of
flicks the bat out. That's trouble, and that's going to be a single maybe as Anderson tries to get to third. He can't, so it will be a single on the play as I don't think Anderson thought he was going to have a play at third there.
No.
Turned around and just kind of flicked the ball over here. But it's going to have been a single for Heron, and nobody's still out in the inning.
Yeah, no, it's been an very interesting inning here. A couple defensive lapses by the Rams have allowed the Mustangs to get back in this, and kind of the same thing that happened to Shenandoah, a mistake here and there, and all of a sudden you can't quite get yourself out of the inning. And we still have no outs, 3 runs across for the Mustangs, and now the base is loaded.
So 6-5 ball game, nobody out as Coach mentioned. Levi Green just checked into a courtesy run. And Twyman right off of the thumbs fouls it straight back. And there's a courtesy runner at second, too, and I can't see the number.
Now we got Mason Booker out there.
Mason Booker is at second. Levi Green is at first. So we've got everybody mentioned. It's 0-1 to Logan Twyman. And Twyman lets it go, and that'll be a run, the tying run. And we're all square here in Shenandoah. What really kind of looked like the game was getting away from Shenandoah. It's the way baseball is. It's a crazy game. 6-6 again, Coach.
Yeah, no, we right back in this thing, and a really good chance to take the lead here with runners on second and third. Twyman up to bat, no outs, and Glenwood's bringing the infield in here, going to try to eliminate the run at home.
1 ball, 1 strike, and it's in there for strike number 2. So that elusive first out of the inning, Colpitts has really been, I don't say laboring, he's throwing strikes. They're just not getting outs behind him.
Nope. Kind of like what happened to Scammon there and later in his outing.
And really good job by the catcher for the Rams. That was Corbin Pelzer as he gave up the body there to save another run.
Yeah, nice job there. Getting down, keeping that one in front, keeping the runners at second and third.
And that ball's blocked again, so we're all full. Colpitts has dirted 2 consecutive breaking balls. Hitter logic would tell you sit fastball here.
Yes, as he struggled here, so it'll be interesting to see if he can square one up.
There's your fastball. There's your strike 3 call. So 1 out, big first out by Colpitts. Going to bring up Eli Cameron with 1 out here in the 5th.
Shortstop number 19, Eli Cameron.
And this is one of those points, even if you can get one of those little bloops, it doesn't even have to be out of the infield, and you can get 2 runs in here.
And in there for strike number 1.
Yeah, Colpitts done a nice job, kind of settled in. You get that first out, and right back there, he's got the ball back. Now he's ready to go, getting ahead 0-1 here.
Colpitts fires in strike number 2. As you mentioned earlier in the game, for all of those fans that have stuck it out with us through this whole thing, the outside corner looked like it was going to be called, and back 3 consecutive pitches now in the outside corner. 2-2. That's off the thumbs, and plenty of room over there for Sorgel as he makes the play tough first out and then a tough second out, as now we're going to get Zane McManus for his first at-bat of the night. Big at-bat, too.
Yeah, big time here for Zane. See if he could just, the infield moves back, but one of those times, if you can just find a spot here, maybe you can get those other two home.
So 2 down, and McManus chops one to third, and step in the throw is in time. So Shenandoah spots Glenwood 4. Glenwood gives it right back. We're all square as we go to the top of the 6th. We got a good one brewing in Shenandoah. We'll be back right after this.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School athletics. Go Shen, member FDIC.
Every inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
It's been a long night. We're back here in Shenandoah. Got a good one tonight here. Shenandoah took the 2-0 lead early. The Rams tied it up in the 4th and took the lead in the 5th, and then the Mustangs stormed back to tie it up in the 5th, and now we're all square. 2 innings to there's 12 outs to go. Total.
Yeah, heck of a ball game here so far.
And Nolan Allman, who's no longer the pitcher of record, and neither is Scammon. So neither will get a win or a loss because we're all square. Pitcher of record could very well be standing on the bump right now, or Colpitz, who just got out of a tight jam for the Rams there in the bottom half of the 5th.
Yeah, Gage has done a good job here this inning. You get that big inning, and one of the hardest things to do is go out there and then try to get that shutdown inning. But coming out, done a good job throwing strikes here in this first batter.
Heron to Allman, a little off speed in the dirt. Good waist pitch.
Yeah, not a bad spot there. You're up 0-2 on the hitter there, so now you're up, still ahead in the count, 1-2.
Got some excitement going on the softball field too. It's a 3-0 Glenwood. Shenandoah in the bottom of the 7th. Shenandoah's got 2 on with 1 out. The tying run at the plate. So we'll keep you updated on that as that game continues. But a 1-2 count to Allman as that last 1-2 pitch was fouled down the third base line. I'll be watching 2 games at the same time. Not trying to take anything away from this one, but the one behind us is nearing its conclusion as well. 2 really good games here tonight.
Been a great night of summer baseball and softball.
Nice backhand by Graham, and he's got state track champion speed, so he'll win that race, as that's a 3 unassisted in your scorebook.
Yep, and he's going to make up for the no PFP on that one. Mr. Heron's going to get yelled at about that one. Not right now because he's pitching, but as a pitcher, you hit ball towards the first baseman, you got to get off the mound. Cole Graham did a nice job hustling over to get the out, but that's one. As a pitcher, you can't be a spectator. Got to go.
And for those at home, PFP stands for Pitcher's Fielding Practice.
Yep, that's one of those things we did weekly just to make sure we got off the mound. And I know pitchers always, it was one of their favorite activities, to have to just run in circles for about 15 minutes as we fielded ground balls.
And Nolan Clark will step in. He just laid off one that was about 1.5 feet over his eyebrows. And then you throw a little bit of a bender there as he's behind it. Or, excuse me, just missed it there. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And Clark's had a decent day at the plate. He's 1 for 2, singled back in the 3rd, walked in the 5th, and scored. So decent night at the plate. He hits a hard one-hopper, and it's just through the glove of Twyman. Probably have to saddle him with an E5. And I hate to do it. He's a good kid.
Yep, that's one. Unfortunately, you got to make that play. You know, in a 6-6 game with probably one of the state's top hitters coming up, you want to face him with 2 outs and nobody on, not necessarily with 1 out and 1 on.
And just going based on the numbers, you come in batting over 600, and he's 0 for 3.
Yeah, and he's probably going to find something to hit hard here. So hopefully at Lorimer, maybe in deep center.
And that ball, maybe a little extra juice there for Heron because he missed high, and he brought some steam on that one.
Yeah, he did. So good time even to get a hard ground ball, maybe up to Spangler, go a little 4-6-3, make 2 as well.
So Clark at first. You're not going to run into an out here with Anderson at the plate. And that ball missed inside. Anderson has not been chasing tonight. I mean, he's been swinging. Like I made that comment, good hitters are good hitters because they swing at good pitches.
Yeah, I know, he's not helped anybody out there on the he's done a good job staying patient, and probably a frustrating night for him, but still had good at-bats. Big cut there. Big cut.
Healthy hack. As there is now 2 outs in the girls' game behind us. Shenandoah did just score, so it's 3-1 with runners at second and third. And looks like Cassidy Stevens to the plate. That ball squirts away, so Clark will get to second base on the pass ball. So now Anderson well up in the count, 3-1 now with the base open. Yeah, I'm probably not playing around here.
Yeah, no, I'm going to throw this one about, if you're not going to intentionally walk him, just throw this about 2 feet to the right. Just have Ethan move into the left-hander's batter's box and just throw it over there.
I'd say you can intentionally walk him.
Yeah, I'm not challenging him here. No, and you know what? That's why we're up here right now.
That's why we're up here. Yeah. What do we know?
One of those things. Mr. Anderson with another good cut just hasn't been able to square one up yet.
One of the hardest things to do in sports is to hit a round ball with a round bat.
Yeah, and thankfully for the Mustangs tonight, he's had an off night.
Payoff pitch is a little bit of a bender, and it goes right between a Ram truck and a Jeep, it looks like.
Yep.
So fortunate for everyone over there in the Dodge family. They did their namesake. They dodged.
Yeah, they did. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball there. So it was good parking by both of those different people.
That's just the worst place to park. Payoff pitch one more time. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout by Heron.
Wow. Fantastic job by.
Appreciate him not listening to us.
Yeah, no.
Challenging.
And he did. And that's a fantastic job by Gage Heron there. That's one of those that's a bonus. I mean, the dugout erupts on that one, and that's a huge out, number 2 for the Mustangs. And let's get this thing closed down here and go hit.
So now pitcher to pitcher now as Heron is pitching to Colpitts. And he misses up and in, so 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at second. Base hit into the outfield. More than likely gets the go-ahead run in. Unless it's just hit super firm. But Clark's got some wheels over there at second. And that ball squirts away. Clark now 90 feet closer. And, again, you hear some commotion behind us. There was a dropped third strike. Cassidy Stevens is now at first. A runner scores from third. Caroline Rogers up to the plate with 2 down in the bottom of the 7th.
2 outs, bottom of the 7th, down by 1. Runner on first. That's what every dream is made of right there. Nice pitch by Heron there. Now goes up 1-2 in the count. Well, pitcher-on-pitcher crime here.
One-two is chopped to third, and it gets away from Twyman. That's going to be a run. And second error of this half inning for Twyman, and that's one of those that I talked about earlier. The ball that bounces high, you got to lay back. The ball that rolls, you got to go get. That one,
that was a high chopper,
and he was going after it. And then sometimes you get caught in between.
Yeah, and I said maybe he had a little bit of a funny spin on that one because it seemed like it hit the end of his glove and then kind of skittered away. But now it's 7-6 Glenwood. He's going to get another chance to make up for it.
And that ball gets away from Graham. Not a terrible throw, but now you're going to get 2 runs in the inning as the runner will go all the way to third on a 2-base error. So 3 errors in the inning. And that one, I've probably got to give an E3 on that one.
Yeah, that's one that maybe you stretch out just a little bit early on that one, but kind of gifted the Rams 2 runs there on the last couple plays. Had a chance to get out of it. Now it's 8-6 Glenwood.
And now La Pala's up to the plate. It's 1-0, and at the moment, no earned runs given up by Heron, but there's still runs on the board.
There are, yeah, unfortunately. And he's done a good job throwing strikes, challenging hitters, but just not able to get. Twyman's going to get another chance. No, gets over to Cameron. Over to first. Nice play.
And Cameron makes a really nice play, to stop the bleeding there as we get through 5.5. Rams grab the lead back from the Mustangs. It's now 8-6.
It's always been my dream to own a locker.
You like school that much, huh?
Actually, no, my own meat locker.
I'm processing.
So, what do you think?
Well, if that's your it, let's make it happen.
At this very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Welcome back to Shenandoah. Bottom of the 6th. The softball game did just finish behind us, and that was a doozy as well. It finished 3-2. Phillies gave it everything they had, scored 2 in the bottom of the 7th, and had the tying run at 3rd and the winning run at the plate. Excuse me, the winning run was at 1st, and they just couldn't cash in. And over here at Harry Sparger Field, we got a good one too. Bottom of the 6th. 6 outs away are the Rams from sneaking out of Page County with a win, and that would be probably the most appropriate word if things hold. Sneaking out of Page County with a win.
Yeah, no, it's been one of those that kind of both sides have gifted runs to the other team, and unfortunately the latest gift went back to Glenwood there on a couple errors and a couple tough plays, but, plays that you got to make, and that's the difference right now. 8-6, Glenwood with the lead.
So Joey O'Rourke, who led off last inning, and probably pretty good scouting report right there. They're like, okay, this guy's seen 2 pitches and he's hit 2 singles. Let's throw him a bender.
Yeah, exactly. He's seen 2 fastballs. He's had 2 singles, so make him see a curveball, and did a good job laying off. So already deeper into the count here than he has been all night.
And the first straight one he sees, he takes a swing at it. It's been a good approach tonight for the 8th grader, Joey O'Rourke, who's going to be a freshman next year. He and we've seen Levi Green, another 8th grader, who's going to be a freshman next year, come into the game. Zane McManus into the game. That's another freshman who's coming into the game. We already have a slew of freshmen playing, in your Eli Camerons, and your Cole Grahams, and your Logan Twymans. I mean, just a slew of young guys to mix in with some of those juniors and sophomores. 2-1 to O'Rourke, and I'll tell you, after 2 straight at-bats with 2 first-pitch swings, it's a pretty decent little at-bat. He's let some stuff go here.
Yeah, nice job by Joey. Good approach at the plate. Now ahead 3-1, so, you can probably sit on that fastball again. Be a good time to put one in play.
3-1 to O'Rourke, and he lets it go. So DHing tonight has been maybe the coaching move of the day, right?
Yeah, no.
He's only had 2 hits on the year coming into tonight. Now he's got 2 more, doubling his hit total, and he's been on base all 3 times.
Yeah, no, a perfect night at the plate there for Joey.
So now the tying run comes to the plate in Jade Spangler. The pitch count that he's seen tonight, 15. 16 as he did swing first pitch.
I was going to say, first pitch swinging there by Jade. A little bit behind that one and drove it the other way, but
I swear there's a feed of our broadcast in their dugout, and somebody's there listening and telling these guys what we're saying, and they're just like, I'm just going to do the opposite.
Just going to,
These guys are morons, and we're just going to do the opposite.
As I said, former baseball coaches of America up here, just calling the best we can.
As Spangler offered at the 0-1 pitch, so now it's 0-2, as he has now seen 17 pitches tonight in his.
Yeah, work this one back. Let's get it back to let's get it to a nice round number. Let's get to 20. Let's see a couple more pitches in this at bat.
I can't see him going down on 3 pitches.
Nope, I don't either.
It's a ball or a foul off. And
there it is. There's one.
Foul off.
Oh, good play by Coach Roberts. Stays with it. Bobbled it a little bit on the exchange. Not bad though. Ooh, he did check it there. So we will.
Sunflower seeds. You
seeds. Make sure the seeds were still good. Okay.
Didn't crack them.
So now
0-2, and that's away, and O'Rourke's going to get to second. So that's pitch number 19 that Spangler has seen tonight. This will be pitch number 20. That nice even number.
Yeah,
you think about that though. 4 at bats, 20 pitches. That's an average of 5 pitches seen.
If you're good at math, that is 5 pitches at bat. Yes. But nice job there. So as a sunflower seed kind of person, what flavor would you go with?
I'm a regular guy.
I am too. I like the Giants though.
Yeah, I prefer the Giants too. The Giants, that ball missed up. So this will be now pitch number 21. I keep saying the pitch because I don't think people at home realize, maybe they do, but Jay Spangler's batting eye is by far the best that we have.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Very good.
It's super, super good eye at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Spangler, and that misses outside. Chances are if he's not swinging at it, it's not a strike.
Yeah, no, he's done a very good job. He's got one of those eyes that, even as the umpires, the night kind of goes along like, well, if he's not swinging, he maybe start thinking like, all right, maybe it is a ball.
So now the 23rd pitch of the night seen by Spangler is fouled off. We're going to see pitch number 24, and Mr. Flowers about got hit by the second. Well, that was a lot further away.
That's what I said. Coach Flowers is about to put the rake away and just go home.
He's just going to walk away. He's done.
He said just going to leave the rake laying there, and he goes, I'll come back.
Pitch 24, Coach.
I'll do it tomorrow. Well, now we got to get to 25.
Yeah, I know. And it's swing and a miss. So big battle won by Colpitts, as that's out number 1 at the end of the day. Spangler would have loved to have put the bat on the ball and moved somebody over, but during the at-bat, O'Rourke did move to second.
Yep, he did. He did a nice job. And Camden, great plate appearance last time, hit one into that left center gap. It'd be, you'd love to hit another one there, but even a single here, put something in play, get the runner moved over to third, and maybe a pass ball in.
And that's a swing and a miss on the outside corner. Colpitts a little extra cheese on that one.
Camden with kind of a one-handed flail finish on that one.
I don't think he was expecting an outside pitch. I think he was guessing the location there and just kind of guessed wrong on that
incorrectly.
As that ball swung on and missed off the tools of ignorance. Hank Aaron once said, and I'm just going to bring this up. If you guys don't know who Hank Aaron is, Google it. 1, 2, shame on you.
It was no, 1, shame on you.
Well,
2, now Google it.
Hank Aaron always used to say, my whole career I was a guess hitter. I just guessed right a lot. Right? I mean,
755 times over the fence he guessed correctly.
Yeah. I was a guess hitter my whole career. I just guessed right a lot. So 0-2 pitch, and that ball's in the dirt. Good stop back there by the catcher. So I'm not saying it's a wrong thing to do to go up and guess go up and guess pitches. You're going to be right eventually.
Yeah. I don't know. I would say when I used to play a lot of MLB 2K and things like that, I usually guessed incorrectly. I always guessed fastball, and if I guessed right, I was going to have a chance to hit it.
That ball's in for strike 3.
That's tough.
So that's out number 2. Back-to-back Ks from Colpitts following the leadoff walk. This is that half inning you were talking about with Aaron, and it really, through no fault of his own, gave up 2 runs. That shutdown inning after you come out and score a couple.
Yeah, no, it's been big, and Shenandoah got that first guy in the 9 spot, but haven't been able to really move him too far. Joey was able to get to second, but when you have Spangler and then Lorimer up, you're feeling pretty good. It's Coach Roberts, your leadoff guy's on, you get the top of the order up, but unfortunately, both those guys go down with strikeouts.
And they 1-0 to Graham. Big swing and big miss there, so 1 ball, 1 strike.
And Colpitts bringing it here. He's got some a little bit extra on some of those fastballs, and the Mustangs have been a little bit behind with the bats here.
Colpitts gets the sign. O'Rourke at second. A little bender that missed outside. Good eye by Graham to get back up on the count here. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, nice job there by Graham. Kind of seeing that off-speed pitch and just kind of kind of just watching that thing break right out of the zone, and now he's up 2-1.
Spit on it?
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I was like, I don't know if the viewers will understand that one. So
that's what they say.
Yeah.
We're teaching the people.
Teaching the game. I was going to say that, but I was like, I don't know if anybody's going to understand what that means. There's no spitballs out there, but
they say spit on that pitch, which means don't swing at it. That's what it means. As it's now a 3-1 count to Cole Graham. That's probably not what it means, but that's what I've always thought. As that ball gets away just short, excuse me, not short, just slightly away from the catcher, but it's ball 4. So now it's 2 on and 2 out for pitcher to pitcher as Gage Heron steps to the
nope. Should be Ethan.
On
yeah.
deck. Dalton Ethan's on deck. Boy, I'm just ahead of myself here.
Yeah, no, had to get those pads off, ready to go now. But he had 2 outs here, so big spot for Dalton. See if he can square one up, put something into play.
Ethan 0 for 2 on the night, but he does have 2 RBI. That ball's fouled back. Nobody there. Mr. Flowers is gone.
Yeah, Mr. Flowers, thankfully, he put the rake away and just,
didn't get hit on that.
Yeah, he's had enough.
That was really close.
Yeah, into the dugout over there.
Oh, Mr. Burdorf about got hit that time. Boy, they just got magnets over there. 0-1 to Ethan, and this is way upstairs and outside. Colpit's losing it a little bit here on these last 2 batters.
Yeah, and maybe just trying to.
You gave him compliments.
That's it. Yeah, that's what happens. We get just throw a little opposite at him, but now Ethan just trying to square one up, put one into play here.
He's been a productive hitter in the lineup tonight, 2 RBI, as that's in for strike number 2. As I mentioned, no hits on the day, but the sac fly in the first, struck out in the third, and then reached on an error and drove in a run his last time up. So he's putting the bat on the ball and driving in some runs, but now we just need to find a hole.
Yep, big spot here.
1-2, Bender, swing and a miss. So 3 strikeouts in the inning for Colpitts, no runs allowed, no hits, 2 left. We go to the top of the 7th. Mustangs got to hold them, down by 2.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Bob.
Here, top of the 7th we go. We missed our 5th inning stretch, but we're in the 7th, so maybe we'll do a 7th inning stretch. I don't even remember what we talked about. Oh, I told that awesome story the last time. We should have saved your green jacket story for the 5th inning stretch. I ruined that.
Yeah, no, you kind of let the viewers down. You let the cat out of the bag early there.
Did I let them down, or did I just get them excited too early?
Well, a little.
Your phone is gonna blow up.
Oh yeah.
So
I will say it has been nice to get some of those congratulations messages over the last couple days. It was one of those championships that I've been looking for a while. I think I had 4 second-place finishes, so it was nice to win one for once.
So have you had any congratulations texts since we've talked about it on air?
No. So the viewers a little lackluster.
A little bit, guys. That's pretty disappointing.
Yeah, still
at home.
Nothing.
Come on, guys.
Just a reminder to take my trash out tonight. That's about the only thing that came through in the last little bit.
You guys are better than that. You guys are all better than that. We expect so much more from our viewers because you guys always deliver. As just like Gage Heron's trying to do for Shenandoah, that ball kind of came up on Cameron, but it did a good job of absorbing that ball and then making a good throw for out number 1.
Yeah, and the bounce back ability, I will say, of the young infielders has been good tonight. They've been faced with some challenges, but a nice job there by Eli. Taking out, and like you say, brings it in, absorbs the ball, makes a good strong throw. He's got a good strong arm there from shortstop.
I don't actually know if he absorbed it or if it just went into his gut.
Yeah, we're going to absorb it,
He absorbed it. And that's Mr. Maxwell, I believe. Sorgel was one that grounded out to the shortstop. So Maxwell who comes in tonight as an 0 for 3 on the day, but he has hit the ball a couple of times. And he's even now in the count as Heron. He's throwing a little more firm. Not that he's ever really, I've seen him throw slow, but he's throwing a little more firm this inning than it looked like he did the last inning.
Yeah.
We got a time on the field. Something going on. We'll getting the bus out of here, maybe?
Yeah, I think the umpire also was annoyed with the bus there. And as I said, it just kind of sat idling behind home plate. Wasn't really moving. But one of those things, yeah, I was going to say, just turn it off and enjoy the last.
It's going to widen the strike zone. You watch. Not that wide.
Now I want to say that, well, that was more up and down, not necessarily wide on that one. It was a little bit low, yeah.
I'm telling you, you don't irritate the blue.
But I said it's amazing how much quieter it now is.
Yeah, it is a lot. I don't have to yell anymore.
No, it's quite nice.
At home can turn their televisions or their tablets or whatever up.
Yeah.
They can listen to the beautiful sounds around us, and like, God, these guys are yelling. We're not yelling anymore.
No, it's nice and quiet. Beautiful evening. Softball game's quiet behind us, so we're ready to go. All eyes focused here.
2-1 pitch to Cameron. Scoops it up. Fires to first in time. So back-to-back plays made by Cameron to Graham, freshman to freshman. Nice play.
Yeah, great job there. You get a little bit nervous, I guess, on some of those ground balls that are kind of just those in between, but he's done a great job this inning, coming up, fielding, throwing over, so nice job. And that, as a pitcher, there's nothing better than getting kind of softer hit balls and just getting outs behind you.
And first pitch is popped out of play by Brody Taylor. Taylor is 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out to second base. And so he's down in the count 0-1, so he's trying to avoid going over for the night. Heron trying to put a goose egg on the board to give us the best chance we can to come back and tie the thing up or take the lead.
Yeah, definitely. Don't want to put yourself in any more of a hole here, down 2 in the 7th.
And a little bit of an off-speed pitch. It stayed upstairs, so 1 ball, 1 strike to Brody Taylor.
So now these four or five cars that are parked right behind the baseball field, those spots have to be sponsored by our local insurance agencies, I'm assuming, that they get those spots to put cars in, or...
I mean, it's just, if you park there, good on you, that's fine.
You're saving your steps, I guess, but man, oh man.
Nothing about you as a person or as an individual.
You live dangerously, I'll just say that.
Yeah, I just don't.
Dangerously.
Like, you will not park there again with a shattered back window.
No. That's why I do park about 550 feet away from out in left field, beyond the tennis courts.
And there's a really good glass place here in town. Dingus Auto Glass will do a really good job for you. That 2-2 pitch is chopped foul. And if you do end up with a dent in the door or in the tailgate or wherever, I know a really good body shop here in town. Doug Meyer Chevrolet. Come down and see Chris Phillips, our body shop manager. He does a really good job. He's a magician.
So now is he listening? Is he going to give you a little props tomorrow?
Absolutely.
No. All right.
He's probably bailing hay still. As that is a foul tip right into the catcher's glove, and that will end the inning as Brody Taylor goes down on strikes for the second time tonight. 3 runs will win it for Shenandoah as we go to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be right back.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
We're back here in Shenandoah just as perfect timing as we could have had. Coach was just referencing an insurance company sponsoring the people that decide to park on our side of the porta-john over there because they're putting their insurance.
I
life
feel
in their
like,
own
if
hands.
this turns into something where we're charging maybe that
It's United Group Insurance.
I feel like we need a cut. And I wasn't singling out any insurance companies.
No, they're all good.
All good.
It was just right there.
Yeah,
it was just
perfect
timing.
Nice little segue.
Okay, so recap. 2 runs will tie, which we don't want. We want 3. 3 will win.
want
It's going to
3.
be Heron, Twyman, and Cameron due up against Mr. Colpitts, and that first pitch is down. He wanted to call a strike. You can kind of see him flinch a little bit
Yeah,
there.
he had a little flinchies to him there.
But he let it go. Good call. And Heron 1 for 3 on the night. Has reached base twice. Ooh, that ball nearly got into the water hazard.
And then the water hazard, I will say, has shrunk considerably throughout the night.
Well, it's been toasty.
It has, yeah. Nobody stepped in it. Everyone's done a good job not getting a wet sock.
Well, it was noticed as the 1-1 pitch to Heron is swung on and missed. Heron handcuffed there. It was noticed early by the folks here from Glenwood. They called it out. They noticed it, and I think they didn't put like a flag down, but they're very aware of it.
Oh, definitely one of those things. Like, you don't want to be the guy to step in that puddle.
Will ruin your shoes. 1-2 pitch is popped up into shallow center. It's maybe a tough play, but a good job by the center fielder. As Nolan Clark got in pretty quickly there to make that a routine play in center field.
Yeah, did a nice job. And this time of the night where, if you don't get a quick read on it, it could be tough to find that one, but he did a good job. Maybe the infielders helping him out just a little bit, but did a nice job out of that center field spot coming in and catch that one.
Twyman steps to the plate. He's 0 for 3, does have an RBI, swings at some high gas. So no balls and a strike to Twyman. Twyman has looked pretty uncomfortable the last couple of plate appearances here. He struck out looking his last time, swinging the time before. And there's a bender that gets him right in the helmet, so gets on base, maybe not the way he wanted to, but by golly, he'll take it.
Yeah, maybe almost a ricochet off the back to the helmet. I don't know. That was kind of an interesting one that kind of...
I think he's telling the assistant coach over there, Coach Harold, that, yeah, got me in the helmet. You could kind of hear the thud.
Yeah, it's got a different sound when it hits you there, but bringing in a pinch runner here. I believe it's Levi Green coming in to pinch run.
Again?
But I think he was a courtesy before.
Courtesy runner
Gotcha.
for Heron, number 10, Levi Green.
You look at you, spot on. So now Eli Cameron to the plate and Levi Green, courtesy running for Twyman. This will be ending his courtesy night because now he's officially in.
He's a pinch runner, right?
It'll be a re-enter if we go into extras,
yeah.
I imagine, for Twyman.
Yes.
I would imagine so.
Yes, yep.
So now Cameron steps in. Cameron on the night 0 for 3. He takes down and in 1 ball and no strikes on the night. Cameron grounded out to the first baseman and then grounded out to the pitcher and then grounded out or popped out in foul territory to the first baseman. So he's been a right side of the infield guy this inning, but he's in the driver's seat here, 2-0.
Yeah, done a nice job. And like you say, at this point in the game, I said you got to be a patient hitter, but you got to be one that protects the zone and not give outs away here at this point of the game.
And that ball squirts away, but not far enough for Green to go. And probably aren't going to be thrown over there again now.
No. One of those things, yeah, you don't want to give him the extra base, but did a nice job there by first base, knocking that one down. Green getting a little jumpy on that one. Coach Roberts just reminding him not going anywhere there. Now
He's
he
go
can.
somewhere now.
Now he
that
can move.
Ball gets all the way to the backstop. So 3-0. Cameron's going to be taken here. Colpitts got to find a zone here because you don't want to put the tying run on base if you can avoid it.
Exactly. So, yeah, 3-0. And, that's almost one where you just lay the bat down at your feet and say, all right, I got nothing to offer. You got to throw me a strike.
3-0 is outside. No, just kidding. That's the 3rd time that's happened tonight to our guys.
Yeah, it's one of those.
A delayed strike call.
Yeah, and it must be right on that corner because there's been a lot of kind of looking at that pitch.
That ball in for strike number 2. That's a tough one. That has not been a strike all night.
Okay, so maybe like you said, the zone is expanding, but unfortunately it's going against us right now.
payoff pitch is in for strike number 3. And that is a tough out number 2. Has now 1 out away, and Zane McManus in.
Zane McManus.
Yeah, tough spot there. Unfortunately, goes the other way, but Zane did a good job in his first plate appearance putting the bat on the ball, so good time to find a spot of grass here.
That ball gets away. Green thought about it, decided against it. 90 feet matters, but you don't want to make a last out at third.
No, and I said, unfortunately on that one, you don't get to third, but I said you still need 2 runs.
Mm-hmm.
So don't run yourself into the third out and the game on that play. But he's way back taking a lead here. Now he's kind of coming back.
McManus swing and a miss, so 1 ball, 1 strike. And I would imagine Colpitts, they're not even holding Green at second, but Colpitts probably isn't even looking.
Yeah, no, it's one of those that said you might
focus on the bat.
Yeah, yep. The only guy that really matters right now is at the plate.
And that ball, very similar spot to the 3-1 pitch, at least from here. But that was a ball to McManus.
Yeah, it looked about the similar. I mean, we're not at a good angle to tell you at home.
We're at a terrible angle.
I mean, to tell you ball to strikes, he's 3 feet away, and we're 60 feet away.
And that 2-1 missed up, maybe a little in, so McManus in the driver's seat, but that doesn't really seem to matter as Colpitts works himself back from a 3-0 count to Cameron, and he's got a 3-1 count here to McManus.
Yeah, Colpitts has fallen behind, but done a good job battling back.
Not this time, as McManus works the walk. So now tying run at first, and Joey O'Rourke.
Designated hitter number 18, Joey
Have a day O'Rourke, who is 2 for 2, reached base all 3 times and scored once. We have a time on the field as the skipper for Glenwood's going to saunter out there and have a conversation with Colpitts, saying, hey, look, young man, these guys out here don't matter if you get this guy right here.
Exactly, and the skip almost walked into that puddle. I don't know if you saw him there, but about 2 steps away, he did realize he was going right for that, and there'd be nothing to make you angrier as a coach, as you're already going out there, and then you step in something like that. So.
And I have no idea. This is just me guessing, but I'm guessing that gentleman there probably has the same style that I would have, rocking some black Mizuno coaching shoes that are pretty stellar.
Yeah, well, I also had some Mizunos. I went with the red and black, though, version.
Well, let's see what we got here. See if we can catch it coming in. I hope that they're New Balances or Mizunos. Boy, I can't.
No, he's new school. He's new school. All right. Not part of the group anymore.
They sell those at Brown's right here in town.
Great shoes. I got a pair of Brooks on myself, but.
They sell those at Brown.
Yeah, right from Brown Shoe Fit.
Here in Shenandoah.
Right here in Shenandoah.
Shop local.
Yep, great staff. Helped me found them. Fit them perfectly to my feet, and they feel great.
O'Rourke takes that 1-0 pitch and fouls her straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike to the designated hitter tonight for Shenandoah, Joey Have a Night O'Rourke.
And hopefully that'll be something we can say for a long time in the future here. Only an 8th grader is Joe.
1-1, Bender in for strike number 2. And that time, that was one of those kind of front door ones where that glove did not move. Right out of O'Rourke and went right into
Yeah, and as an 8th grader, you don't have a lot of experience seeing pitches like that, and so that's a tough one to take. But now down 1-2.
1-2 from Colpitts is popped into shallow right, and it'll be just foul by a matter of 3 feet. That was 3 feet, 4 feet away from a tie ball game.
I'm going to say probably closer to 15 feet, but
3 to 4 feet.
Yeah. One of those that as it's
3 to 4 feet.
Yeah, it was one of those as it's hit. I thought the same thing of like, that's got a chance. And Joey kind of just threw the bat out there and just plopped one out there, but unfortunately
10 to 15 feet.
We'll get back in here on the batter.
We'll do the 1-2 count again. A Bender, and he stays alive. Heck of a battle by O'Rourke as again, just kind of one of them booty knocks. You just stick the booty out and flick the bat out there, and it keeps you alive.
It does. That's all you need in this situation. Down your last out.
Swing and a miss, some high gas, and that'll do it. as Glenwood sneaks out of Shenandoah with a 2-run win. We'll step aside, pay some bills, and recap. We'll be right back in 60.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
The strength of a house starts with its foundation. Just like the strength of a community starts with its education to ensure its success for many generations to come. The Shenandoah, Iowa Education Foundation strives to bring world-class education and opportunities to the youth of Shenandoah. Visit ShenandoahIowaEducationFoundation.org to become a part of the $100 Club, the Family Challenge, to donate to the Peter J. Weber Scholarship, or to make a general donation. The Shenandoah, Iowa Education Foundation, partnering today for success tomorrow.
We are back here in Shenandoah. Final score tonight, 8-6. Glenwood, by the hairs on their chinny chin chin, come out of here. Shenandoah had the winning run at the plate. It was a really good ball game and very similarly played games by both teams. Rams just 2 runs better tonight.
Yeah, it was kind of back and forth. It was a very good baseball game. And one of those, we kind of talked, Glenwood scored 41 last night. And so, I think they kind of probably rolled in like, put up 41, we'll just show up. We'll put 10 on the board and go home. But that's not the way it happened tonight. Shenandoah jumped out to that early lead and, played right with Glenwood the whole game. A few mistakes here and there is the difference tonight. But, with Coach Roberts, with a young team, those are things that are going to happen. But you got to be proud of the effort. One of the better offensive nights that we've seen throughout the year, other than the 12 that they scored against Atlantic. But they put the ball in play. We talked about all year long lengthening out that lineup. Out of the 9 spot, we talked about Joey's on base 3 times there, and Camden with a big hit, big double, scored 2 earlier in the game. So a good effort there by the Mustangs.
So, and again, it's one of those games where, and maybe Coach Roberts is saying this, maybe not, I don't know, but like, hey, guys, it's a pretty good team we just played. If we play well, which we played pretty well tonight, but if we take a couple of those errors away, maybe a couple walks away, it's a different ball game.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
We can play with anybody if we pitch and we play defense.
Yeah.
And like this was a pretty good evidence of that tonight. Both teams struggled at times with defense, but I think the walks at the end of the day in that one inning, that 5th inning where Glenwood put the 4 spot on with just 2 hits, I think that kind of was the outlier between the two teams. Is Glenwood didn't really walk very many kids, and we just maybe walked a couple too many in that inning.
Yeah, and walks will always haunt it. I mean, it's just amazing how those walks seemingly come around to score. Scammon started out really well, 4 really strong innings here throughout the night, and then in the 5th inning, kind of had some walks, some struggles there, and like Mustangs weren't really able to get all the way back. I mean, got it to 6-6, but then had a couple costly mistakes there later in the game that pushed it to 8-6, and so unfortunately they go down tonight.
Well, like you said, they played well. It was a really good ball game. It'll be the last game that we will call, unless something crazy happens with scheduling, but the last game we will call for baseball this season. It's the 5th one that we've done. We've got 2 more softball to go. As they play Riverside on Thursday, we'll be there for that. It's an early start time.
6 p.m. start on that one.
6 p.m. start time. And then next week for the last home game, the Varsity double dip against Harlan, we are scheduled to do the softball 2nd girls game. So that's just the way the schedule falls. It was fun watching these guys play this year. They've got a lot more baseball left this year, but you can see the improvement. And Coach Roberts and his staff have done a good job, and the kids have grown from last year to this year.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Last year there was just a handful of games that you're like, okay, all right, we're starting to see some things. This year, almost every game, okay, all right, we're starting to see some things.
Yeah.
Like almost every game, they're real close.
Yeah, definitely have improved throughout the year, and that's all you ask out of a young ball team. And you get to this point of the year, you don't want to see those same mistakes continually happen. But when you're dealing with a bunch of 8th graders, freshmen, and even sophomores, you're still going to get some of those growing pains, as you call them. And as I told my kids, I said, I can live with the physical mistakes. It's the mental ones that I can't live with. And, tonight, a few physical mistakes, and, those kids will probably be like, all right, Coach, I need a few extra grounders, get that confidence back, and get ready for the next one.
We're going to step aside. Mustangs fall by 2 tonight here against the Glenwood Rams. We will see you on Thursday night. Early start time. We're already done because we lost the audio.
There it is.
So you guys have a good night. Good night, everybody.
Well, that's my bad. Just moved him enough.